Is
Oh,
it
you gonna...
showing yet?
Okay. No, it's not showing.
It'll take 1 to 2 minutes to show up because it's a 2-minute delay.
Okay. Well,
Well, because it's not. I've got it set to the correct window, but it's not showing right.
it's showing. What do you mean it's not showing?
Or it's not showing on my end.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pop up on Twitch. It's not showing up there.
It's showing up for me now, but it's the black screen. Okay, let's see.
I don't want to watch Captain Sparkles.
I want to make you my Captain Sparkles.
Okay, now it's the wrong thing. Roll 20.
Alright, I'm assuming just every time I refresh that thing's going like different.
Is it showing yet?
See, look, we're live, but with a black screen because it's not
Yeah,
letting me
live
cast
with a-
anything.
Yeah.
Is
Why
there
don't
anything
you
else
just
I need aside from seeing and then choosing the source? Is there something else I need? I'm not.
Do a display capture. Just capture the display. Because you're gonna have roll 20 up anyways, and then we can figure the rest out later.
Musa. I can feel
There.
your blood pressure rising from here, Tyler.
All right, it's
For the
up.
fact I said it 5.
Oh yeah,
It's up, and I don't think we're on a delay anymore.
Never done it before, so it's okay.
Yeah, with OBS we won't have a delay. It'll be at most like maybe a 15-second delay.
How do I resize the screen?
I'm not sure what you mean.
It's all past broadcast. I want to see. There we go, live now. All right, cool. I see the. All right, there we go. Looks like shit's going now. I feel like you guys have turned me into a whore.
We have.
You already won.
Okay, we're
No,
up now, though, right? Everybody,
I got it pulled up.
can you hear everything?
Okay. Yep. Audio sounds good.
Okay, cool. We're back.
Looking good.
Sweet.
You're looking
Okay.
fantastic.
Sweet. Everyone back online.
Oh, I don't have my sword. Sad face.
All right, everybody. Sorry about
the chat.
technical difficulties.
I'm sorry.
Hopefully, we won't have any more issues. Everything should be stable now. And,
Stable as Tim's mental status.
Don't
Well,
worry,
not
the
that
DM will be
stable.
hosting again next week.
well, I've got it all done now.
It's an hour after we
An hour in. No, 30 minutes in.
Stable as Tim's mental status.
The original time was 7 o'clock, an hour after we were supposed to start.
Yeah, but Lewis wasn't even going to be here, so we're fine.
Oh, I was here.
Not at 7.
Yeah,
No, he was in this Discord at 7 o'clock. I pushed it back because you weren't here, and I was going to let him eat anyway since you weren't here.
Okay, fine. Let's just go already.
Okay, anyways, so where were we before making fun of everybody?
I was looking at the game in the wood trees.
Oh, yeah, okay, so with your 4 insight, the only creatures you could see are the ones he has pointed out to you.
How big are the birds that he's pointed out?
They're actually relatively large birds. If you were standing like directly next to them, they'd start probably like if their head was at their shoulder, they would go down to about the middle of your forearm. So they're relatively large birds.
Yep. Can I take a shot at one? I have an open shot.
Yes, you have an open shot. Go ahead and
Go for a headshot.
Don't roll it once. I feel like you're gonna hit Gorthan in the face. What do you roll at?
23. That'll hit.
Awesome.
Draw back. Stuck the bird and it plummets to the earth. And Gorthan looks up and sees that you have shot, and he goes and retrieves the first bird. Second one flies off because they're right next to each other.
All right, we move up. Look for more game. I'm following Gorthan.
Okay. All right. Going around. As you guys are sneaking around the woods, trying to find or the jungle, trying different game and whatnot. 1 in an 18, beautiful. Um, whew. The a heavy fog begins to roll in. The winds start to pick up. The rain becomes much heavier. And this time it's kind of weird. Like I said before, normally the rains that were just pouring down, it was about the same temperature as the land around you. Now the rain's coming down is getting warmer and warmer, and kind of almost like a hot shower at this point. It's more or less annoying you. But those of
a
you
hot shower.
in full clothes, Tim.
Hey, sometimes you just have to have a mental breakdown every now and then.
Okay. Whatever. But so the those of you back at camp, the rain is coming down so hard at this point. The fire is now out. Those of you who don't want to stand out in the rain have to get under a tent. But the hunting aside, Gorthan, he was able to kill 3 squirrels, and then Lewis with your 1 bird. That'll give you maybe another day's worth of rations for the party.
All right, so we're heading back.
Yep. You guys can start heading back. Somebody didn't start the rain like he said he was going to with wind, but okay.
Ooh, whoosh. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Whoosh. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle.
You're the only one that's connected to it, so.
No, I'm connected to it too.
Oh, okay. It says only one person's connected.
I need to reload it. Ah, there it is. I hear it.
Oh, I'm gonna reload it too because I don't hear it.
You gotta reload it. That's why.
Oh, the
Yeah, the tabletop audio thing.
Yeah. Got it. Figured it out. Hooray.
was it F5 that's reload?
Yes.
Yeah, refresh.
I can hear the rain.
Have you ever seen the? I wanna know. Ooh,
Okay,
I like
cool.
that. I like that little addition. Just like the nice little rolling thunder. Oh, yeah.
I am not hearing it. Where?
Close out of it, Dan, and re-click the link.
Re-click what link?
That's what I had to do.
He's talking about the mod link inside the Discord, dude.
Yeah, go to mod chat, and then the last link that Icarus Bark posted.
I'm assuming the child's coming through on the mic.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, tabletop audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, now it's opening up in the wrong. Oh, there's the.
Ooh, I love it. I love this. This was a great idea.
Okay. No, we're good. All right, it's on.
Okay, cool. So, I love how we can see you pull it up and whatnot.
Yeah.
Great. So, anyways, so the rain begins to pour in. Those of you, not Gorthan, Hugh was able to cook a few meals for the people who were around the camp. He was going to wait for the 2 hunters to come back to cook their meals, but unfortunately the rain has hit, so he no longer has a hot fire. So the 2 people, Lewis or Kuntmethor and Gorthan, you guys can eat cold food, uncooked meat, if you wish.
I think I'll be good. I have some rations.
Okay. So, we settling in for the night, I'm assuming? Everyone's going to go to bed throughout the rain?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
gonna go to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my meditate.
Alright. So, meditate. Everyone drifts off to their meditation, sleep. Hal will take the first watch. And Hal Ross, or Stephen Squawking, sorry. He will take the first watch, and his watch goes by without incident. Then, unless someone wants to volunteer, we can either have Hugh or Gorthan take the next watch.
I'll do the next one. Well, no, I haven't done a watch in a while.
Okay. Timosaurus, ruler of Drixes, will be taking the next watch.
Yep.
Tim, roll perception.
Ah, God, this is not going to end well.
Especially if you don't do it right.
Well, I got a little message from the bot saying I am missing permissions to run this command. Make sure I have permission to message at campaign. That's fucking great. Hold on.
Okay, just roll it manually, and then I'll yell at Hal later.
Okay, so we can do that one just fine. Alright, so that's a 4 plus what the hell's my perception? Probably not high. Plus 1, I got a 5.
Okay, with your 5, you do not see anything.
Woohoo! We're in the forest.
Everyone give me, what's your guys' passive perception?
Mine is 16.
Lewis, what's yours?
Passive perception 13.
Mine is also
Dan, what's
13.
Mine's 11.
I rolled a 19. Nobody is startled. Nobody hears anything.
Great, Tim's about to get fucked, aren't I?
Okay.
Great.
Going through the rest of Tim's watch, nothing of any notice happens. So we will start the third and the final watch. Who would like to go next?
I'll take watch.
Alright, Lewis takes the third and final watch. Lewis, roll me perception.
There you go.
Okay. Lewis, you can hear this. You really can't see this too well because the rain is coming down relatively hard lately. You can see, you can hear some rustling out, maybe about 10 yards outside of camp. You hear 2 feet, so it's a biped creature. But you can also hear it's using like some sort of walking stick at the same time. So apparently nobody has permissions to do their checks in this chat right now.
The bot is missing permissions.
It's the bot, but
So
I'm
let me
looking
fix
at
it.
permissions for bots right now, and it says send messages on.
Okay. Yeah, we will get that figured out. So, but anyways,
It's,
you can kind of hear this slowly getting louder. Whatever this creature is, it doesn't sound too vicious. I mean, it sounds kind of elderly.
if that works.
And then eventually you see this older man. He has a cloak on. You really can't tell you can't really distinguish any facial features, but he has a big old walking stick about like 2 foot taller than him, way too big for him. He is standing at the height he is at right now. He is kind of like up to your chest. He's not a big man, but he seems to be from what you can tell, he seems to be a human and relatively old.
See if that one works.
Is he far from me?
There we go, I fixed
he
it.
is...
What did
cool.
you do?
Nice job, Tim.
I just made it where you can embed links and shit.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Don't know why that
Okay,
was
cool.
turned off.
Mm.
Okay, but so Lewis, he hasn't noticed you yet. He's probably about 25 feet from you at this point, and he's kind of like walking towards the camp slowly.
Can I try to sneak up to him and get close enough where I can talk to him with my bow thrown?
Yeah, you can go ahead and if you want to sneak up, go ahead and roll stealth.
Dice don't fail me now. Okay, they failed me now.
Okay, 1 second.
It's not the worst. It's about 50%.
Yeah.
I'll just launch that off the thing.
Well,
So you do succeed in your stealth check. You rolled less than you. So you get up close. You're able to keep your bow drawn, pointed at him, and you are close enough to talk to him.
Who are you?
Oh, hello.
Don't move.
And he's
Stay where
just
you're at.
he's kind of looking out, to his left, to his right. Who goes
Don't
there?
move. Stay where you're at. Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know.
Why are you out here?
Where's here?
How do you not know where you're at?
I don't know many things. Hello?
Do you have any weapons on you?
I have my stick.
There's no way you'd make it out here with just a stick.
Well, I mean, I have 2 feet. That's kind of how I travel.
Where'd you come from?
Come from? Where? Come from? Hello?
Where did you come from? Where are you from?
From? Where are we now?
Well, obviously you're in the woods now. Where did you come from prior to being in the woods? Do you have a city you're from?
I have a city.
You think this is funny? You
Hello?
are we
Okay,
all
I'm
at
gonna-
this point?
I'm going to yell over to Laurel. Oh, Laurel, come over here. I need your help.
Said
I'll be right there.
inconsistent Yelling.
All
Sounds
right,
like
you
a
stay still. Don't move. I got a bow drawn on you.
I
Sounds
get
like
up
a
and I walk
cat.
over.
You have a bow?
getting.
I
eaten.
bring with me my raven, and I send my raven forward to see who's the one talking.
So your raven goes up. It gets to the distance that Lewis is at. And it's not. No matter how much will you put in, the raven will not go any farther forward. So
I
your
see.
vision is the same as Lou. Looks to be a human, old, with a cloak.
Or Laurel, get over here.
I get up to around where Lewis is at. All right, keep your distance.
I
We
don't
don't
know
know.
who this is. They just came out of nowhere. And they seem to be disoriented, or they're not telling the truth. Can you go around and see what's going on? I'll hold the bow on.
There's something fishy with this. Don't get any closer to him.
What's fishy about him?
I tried to send my raven forward, and he wasn't able to move any further, any closer. There's got to be some kind of magic.
We
I
need
think
Icarus.
it may be some kind of a trap.
Icarus might know more.
All right, I'll send my bird
Going
down
on.
to Icarus to bring him over here. My raven.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Icarus, you wake
I'm
up to a
focused
speck
on
your face.
I'm focused on
Kind of like
the old
swing my
man.
hand in the air, like, what is this bird doing?
And you kind of open your eyes, and the bird's flapping. You can tell it's Dan's bird that he has summoned.
I get up, I walk outside to see what's going on. Do I see them?
You can see at the distance you're at right now. You can see Dan and Lewis looking out at something. You can't see where, like, the fog is too heavy for you to see past them. You can hear, "Hello, anyone there?
I said don't move.
I start walking towards the sound.
Let's move."
I see Icarus moving, and I kind of follow because I keep hearing the same inconsistent. Sounds like a cat getting eaten by a squirrel saying hello.
Alright, I walk up. Who is this?
We don't know.
I think
Dan
there's
said.
some kind
Oh, go
of
ahead.
spell or something. I couldn't send my raven any further forward. I think we should we should keep our distance for sure.
We didn't know if you maybe knew something going on here, some kind of magic.
I'm not sensing anything.
Do you want to head up to him and see what's going on? We will hold from behind here.
Yeah, I'll
Is that safe? I mean,
what's there to be afraid of?
well, what if he has like a sword and tries to stab you?
Well, he looks
I've
somewhat
got teeth.
elder.
Okay,
So
but like
towards
the bird from the Hellspawn can't go any further. So I mean, you know, it's kind of suspicious that the magical bird that I'm pretty sure can fly through walls.
The
can't
bird is
go any
also
further.
the bird is also magic. Perhaps the person has an anti-magic spell on them.
I start trying to walk closer to the man.
As you get closer, you can no longer hear the rain. You can still feel it, but the rain, the wind, all of that, you can't hear it. It's there.
Okay, I keep walking, but my pace is really slowed down.
Okay.
Icarus?
Really paying attention to him, trying to see if there's anything funny about him or his posture, the way he's acting.
Really focusing on him, now you can see his face. He is a very old, his chin comes out to a very fine point. His eyes are milk white.
It's Waluigi.
His hair is kind of like a scraggly white mess. He doesn't really seem to have an expression of fear or anything on his face. But looking very close at him, even the robes he is wearing, he is dry.
What are you doing out here?
Stream just went black.
Where's
What?
here?
That should not be
Never
black.
mind.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Yeah, I'm not having any problems at all.
Yeah, no, that was just the stream refreshing on everybody's phones. That's why I did that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's common.
What's your name?
Name? I had a name. I don't know.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for a thing.
What thing?
I don't know, but when I find it, I will know. And he's kind of just like, at this point, he's talking to you, but he's just like gazing blankly towards the ground. Like his direction is at your feet, but he hasn't changed since you walked up. So he's just gazing blankly at the ground in front of him.
And you said he was carrying a staff.
It's like a walking stick.
Okay. So there's no visual cues that it might be of magical nature.
Correct.
Let's see.
What is the weather like currently, old man?
Weather? There's sand everywhere. What weather? And at that point, he's gone.
Where did he go?
No, just gone. Poof.
Yeah, just pooped out of
Yeah.
his.
What happened to him? Icarus, what'd you do?
Wasn't me, but I have a feeling he wasn't actually here.
No,
I mean,
okay, what
we saw
mushroom did we all eat? Because this is a shared trip.
He may have been on another plane.
What was Surferdam? That's what it was.
Can we see any footprints from where he'd walked through?
Nope.
Or any kind of... Okay.
Well, at least we know we aren't crazy because we all saw it.
I mean, I don't know. I've some shared experiences while hiding.
Oh, I hate this place.
From the back, you hear Gorthan. Where in the world is my gold?
What gold?
Immediately give out this big sigh and roll my eyes. Well, found what the old man was looking for.
Oh god.
Check your belongings, gentlemen.
Alright,
You
I
got
run through my
belongings.
pockets and see if I've still got everything.
You are all missing your gold and any item that you do not have equipped.
Any
Oh,
item
my
we don't
rock!
have equipped.
Every item not equipped?
My rock!
Every
World.
physical item not equipped,
Including my
My
tablet.
rock!
Did he make a save on that?
including your tablet. He made a save.
He even
Ah,
made a
that's-
save.
Much stuff to delete.
You don't
Wait.
you don't
Wow.
have to delete it. You don't have to
Okay.
delete it. Because I imagine it'll probably be one of the first things you would like to figure out.
Repurchase. Yes. Well, I guess I can't purchase it because he took our gold. You want us to delete our currency, though, correct?
Yes, do set your currency to 0.
Great. Great.
So, I mean, I'm not cursed anymore by the tablet, though.
Nope, you are not cursed by the tablet anymore.
Hey,
but now a being that knows exactly where you are and you have no clue who he is has the tablet. You do not know if he is good or if he is evil.
I'll walk to
Should've shot him.
to see if they got rid of the bag of devouring.
I don't think that he was even real. I think he was an illusion. I think the whole thing was an illusion.
What are you checking for specifically, Icarus?
To see if the bag of devouring is missing.
Halros has it equipped, so he has it.
Okay.
So that means all of our rations are gone.
That is correct.
And my fucking thieves' tools and my box and my fucking rock are gone.
So, I guess
Most-
change the quantity of
mostly-
everything to 0.
Mostly pissed off.
Oh yeah, you can do
What
it.
about my
that way.
backpack, though? Is my backpack gone?
No, you still. You mean the frog?
No, my backpack. My backpack itself.
No, you would
Mine
still
is gone
have.
because
the
I was
fucking-
sleeping,
I
so
just
I would
don't-
not have been wearing it while I was sleeping.
Okay.
Fucking rock is gone. It's a cool fucking rock.
So they're silver and copper gone too, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, that was an interesting experience.
No, that's
Well,
Oh wait, does that mean my journal and my rope stuff's gone too?
You cut out what?
Like my journal and my pictures and my rope for my religion's gone too?
Yes.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, everything is out of here.
all right.
Is there
well,
any-
I'm gonna
anything
go
you
get out
can-
of the rain again?
yeah. I'm following. We'll go back into the tins. Is there any way you can? Is there any way of telling who or how it's gone or where it went?
Well, nobody.
Does
first off,
anybody have
insight-
detect magic?
I'm
Nobody.
surprised. I'm surprised nobody has rolled insight on anything yet. But then detect
can
magic
I-
is a thing too.
No,
I always wait for the DM to tell me to make a roll.
figure out where my shit went.
Well, you have to roll insight on the person itself.
I'm rolling
So he's
insight
already
on
gone?
myself to figure out where my shit went.
Roll insight on yourself.
Well, insight's to figure out somebody's motive.
Can I roll perception to see
You
if
can roll
I
perception.
see any tracks, any traces?
Wouldn't that be survival?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually do a survival check, and then
I'm gonna
But,
do one too.
Oops.
Just
okay,
I put
Alright,
survive.
well, I got a 12.
12. Okay, Dan, what did
One
you
sec.
get?
5.
Okay, a 5. Anyone else who wants to do a survival check?
Sure, why not?
9.
Alright, so
So we just lose everything.
Yeah.
That's fine.
15.
Yeah. I mean,
15.
rain
So
pretty
he
much
made the
obscured
19
everything.
save on the tablet on top of everything else.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
yay, our Hellspawn's not gonna die now at least.
Well,
Okay.
until he decides to use it on all of us.
So does anybody have detect magic? Or are we gonna cast detect magic before I start with the survival check?
Prepared.
Good question.
I don't have detect magic.
So and then Carrie, you said you don't have it prepared.
Nope.
Okay. So so with the survival checks that we got, the highest one being Lewis's 15. Looking around for the first hour, just scouring this area for any remnants of this man. You don't find anything. Most of you give up and go to bed and figure we'll deal with this when the rain's gone. Maybe we can find something when the weather is clear. Lewis,
Can Tim opt not to? Because Tim's pissed. All the shit's gone.
with your survival check, no.
Gotta scream into the air.
You can scream into the air.
I'm screaming into the air.
With the background of a dragonborn screaming into the air, Lewis, towards the north, maybe about 30, 40 yards outside of camp, at least 60 yards from where you saw this man, there's a little pile of sand in the middle of the jungle.
Is it just this one pile of sand?
From what you can see, immediately, yeah, it's just that one pile of sand.
I want to go up and investigate the sand.
Okay. Walking up, go and make an investigation check. 14, not bad, not bad. Brush the sand to the side, whatnot, and seems to be more sand underneath of it. All of it it's kind of like a slight sparkle to it. At this time, the rain begins to clear up a little bit. The wind dies back down, becomes once again a normal day, and as the sun rises over the realm, having a better view now, you can see a footprint in the sand itself. The footprint is directly towards your campsite.
Directly towards the campsite?
Yeah, it's like basically whatever step there was heading towards the tent that Gorthan was sleeping in.
Gorthan.
If there's just the one.
The footprint is way too small to be Gorthan's.
No, I didn't say that it was him that did it.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure that's clear.
Yeah.
Just the one footprint, no others?
Is Tiantu still here?
Tianto is still there, yes. It is the one
you didn't have him
footprint.
equipped. He disappeared.
I didn't have him equipped. Maybe he's still strapped to my back. You don't know.
But anyways, Kun Mithor, this patch of sand, like it's so small, like it's only one footprint would fit in it. So there is only one footprint heading that direction.
There's got to be some kind
So
of
obviously they
goblin.
would have come from the opposite direction. I mean, I can go investigate follow the direction of the footprints towards the tent and see if I see anything else.
Okay. Getting up to the
Investigate the
tent.
tent.
So walking in, looking around like inside the tent and whatnot. There's some bits of sand scattered about and whatnot. Nothing real major that would tip you off. It really doesn't look like, aside from what you saw Gorthan throw whenever he was searching for his stuff, it doesn't look like anyone else touched this stuff. The bottom of the tent, Gorthan has a relatively fancy tent. It actually does have a fabric bottom, but it's real thin fabric. You can kind of lightly see through it. You see mostly dirt, very dark on the backside, but towards the middle, relatively wide hole. It's a very pale color.
There's a hole in the middle? Pale?
Basically, yeah, underneath the tent.
Is there anything in the hole?
Well, it's like a perfect hole, but it's all sand.
Where is the sand coming from? I'm gonna call Icarus over.
Ah!
Icarus,
Hmm.
come check out the sand.
Alright, I get back out of bed. Unless he stole my bed. I wasn't wearing
No, you have your bed.
Ah!
I walk over and investigate.
Any
Okay.
ideas?
What is it that I see?
Ah!
Just,
My
just
God,
the
Tim,
sand and the one footprint.
So at this point, Kunme Thor has moved tent out of the way. So where Hugh Hackenstone's tent was, and it was not there before you guys set up camp. Not Hugh Hackenstone, Gorthan's tent was not there before you set up camp. There is, in the middle of where his tent was resting, there is a decent-sized hole that is just filled with sand.
The hell is
Check
that?
out the sand. I'm kind of looking curiously at everybody.
Where'd you get sand?
To your knowledge, Icarus, the aside from like small beaches, sand that is this dry, the closest there is very far to the east, in a desert biome. Tim, you recognize the specific grain and color of this sand. This is sand from your homeland, Tim.
Well, I
Looks
know where the
like
sand's
dragon
from.
sand to me.
It is. But I didn't bring it with me.
Where's Tinkerbell?
Where's
Stab,
Tinkerbell?
stab
The old
Tinkerbell.
man did say he was
Did
in
he steal Tinkerbell? God damn it!
an area filled with sand.
Is there anything you want to dig through the sand and see if there's anything in there?
Tinkerbell is there in the background. Don't worry, Tim.
Oh,
I'm gonna start digging
Why?
through the sand and see if there's any other clues in the sand.
nah, I'd be careful.
Okay.
That shit gets pretty hot.
What type of check do I want you to roll?
I love that.
Here, 1 second. Let me look this up.
Yeah, that shit gets pretty hot. Be careful. That's why we bow underneath it. Do you want? Maybe I should touch it. I'll touch it. Nobody
Okay.
else gets banned.
So, Icarus, make me a sleight of hand check to see how cautious you're being digging through the sand.
I don't know if that'll work. Hey, it did work. 10.
Icarus, you want me to dig through that? I know the consistency.
I'm not gonna stop you.
I mean, I'll help you. I'm assuming I'm making the same check.
Yep, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Well,
Sleight of hand to do what?
Oh.
Just gonna
Okay.
plunge my hand straight in there.
They're digging through the sand relatively recklessly at this point.
Okay, nice. Well, we don't have any shovels left, so.
No, I'm just digging
Okay.
with my hands.
Yeah,
No, well, they all got stolen.
yeah, all that shit's gone. Kind of pisses me off.
Tim, roll me a
Dig with
dex save.
Gorthan's hands. They're all
Why do
like
I get
dwarfy
to
and
do that
stuff.
thing?
They're big fat hands.
Of course, I do the dex save.
7. God damn. That is
I'm
Rolls
not
are
getting good
horrible.
rolls tonight.
No, not at all. So Tim, as you're digging, you thump something very familiar. Your vision is immediately pulled from your body,
God
and
damn
you
it.
see a very familiar red plane with
God damn it.
fire and creatures all around. One large creature standing towards the back, and as once before, you see him stand with his might, draw back his flaming whip, and as he goes to strike you, your vision comes back to you, and you know very well what's in that sand right now.
I don't want to dig anymore. Icarus, get your fucking hands out of the sand.
I pull my hands out. What's
At
going
this
on?
point, I get up and I see what's
Don't-
going on.
Don't touch the sand. That fucking thing is in there.
What
What
thing?
what's in the sand?
Your thing, Hellspawn.
Your thing.
A demon?
It fucking transported me to that goddamn realm again. It's like when I fucking tried to take it from the halfling.
Oh,
Not the tablet.
No,
see.
it's fucking in there.
Did you see
can I
anything,
sift? Can I
Icarus?
sift through the sand real quick? See if the tablet's
No,
in there.
don't touch it again. Just leave it alone.
I'm not
Pretty
gonna
sure
grab
I-
it. I'm just gonna see if
pretty
it's there.
Pretty sure I saw Satan. He had a whip. He did not
Icarus,
touch
did it affect you at all?
I don't know. I didn't feel anything. I didn't touch it.
I saw Satan. He did not look happy.
Okay, so we're back to that thing.
Laurel,
Pretty sure all
Yes?
of our shit is in that sand.
you want to touch it, Laurel, to see if you feel the same?
No.
Maybe it was just him.
As of right now, do you feel bound or compelled to that device?
No, I don't plan on grabbing it. I only wish to sift through the sand to see what all is in it.
Do we have any cloth that we could like pick it out with and then put it aside real quick?
We could scoop it up with the bag of devouring.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking work.
It'll send it to another plane. We'll never have to see it again.
Look, Satan himself is in that thing, and he looked pretty pissed already. Alright, because I'm pretty sure you were his meal ticket. So, just gonna put that
Well,
one out
whoever
there.
took our items is now the owner of it. Not,
Well, where the fuck
not
is
me
he?
anymore.
Where's he at?
Apparently he didn't want it either.
But how could he discard it so easily?
Well, I
How
don't
could
know
he take it so easily?
how the magic man steal all of our shit so easily.
Well, exactly.
Our shit's in that sand. We need to get that tablet out of the way, and then we can get.
Does anyone have any spells that might be useful?
Tinkerbell, go sift through the sand.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
fuck it. Fuck it, Tinkerbell. Sift to the sand.
Okay, Tinkerbell goes and roll me a dexterity save with Tinkerbell.
I have no idea what his. I need to pull his shit up. I forgot to do that. Give me 1 second, so I know what his. Because I don't think his dexterity is the same as mine.
his dexterity. Oh no, that's your dexterity. Why is it?
Yeah, that
not?
one's mine.
Okay, Tinkerbell. His dexterity is +1. So,
Plus
but it's
one.
a save though, so it's also +1
Yeah, I know.
actually. It's not any different.
Okay, so 1d20 plus 1.
1, 2, yep, I'm getting it.
And he got a 7.
Alright.
So on this, you all see Tinkerbell's face go blank. His eyes grow white. You hear him. Hold up. Everyone make a perception check for this real quick.
We overwhelmed the bot.
15, 17, 15. Okay, so
7.
nice supporting role.
According to Lou, the floor is made of floor.
Hey, 7's not that bad.
That's after your
For what we've been
+3.
Oh.
rolling.
Still not that bad.
So for this, Dan, you are the only one that hears this. The rest of you hear him mumble something, but you're not sure what he mumbles. in his trance. Master. And then he's back to. And he seems normal again. He's kind of terrified of whatever the hell's in that hole. But, yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. That's not good. Let's see. Can Tinkerbell talk?
Yeah, he can talk.
I mean, like, okay.
Yeah, I can talk just fine.
Dragonborn, ask your servant what he saw.
What'd you see, Tinkerbell? I saw Satan.
You called him your master.
Do you not also serve Satan?
I do not.
Aren't
I
you
think at this point I
from
should probably
the
take over
same
Tinkerbell.
world?
Should what? Yeah, you should probably
Probably.
take over.
Probably, because I have no idea what the fuck he's
Tim's just like taking over the campaign for a sec here.
Yeah. I'm not going to be giving him that annoying voice.
You have to. It's a servant of Tim's. He's got to be at least equally as obnoxious, if not doubly.
Oh,
Right.
gosh.
That's pretty obnoxious.
No, I'm not giving him that voice. So where were we? What was the question you asked?
He said you called Satan master. And, I went off on the Woodland Critters Christmas special.
Well, yes, that is who I serve.
Yeah, you're not even doing the voice right.
No, I'm not going to.
Dude, you got to do something different than that voice. That's your
I'm trying to
that's
think.
your
I don't.
suspicious individual voice that you do.
Every NPC ever voice that he does.
All right. How much health does Tinkerbell have? 27.
No. Yeah, he's
Mhm,
he's getting
27.
down there.
Should we all attack him together, all at one, all as one? We don't have anything to bind him with anymore.
Attack who?
Tinkerbell.
Why are we
Tinkerbell,
attacking him?
He serves the devil.
He serves a devil.
A devil.
Tim, what do you think? It's your servant.
Well, he doesn't serve the rope god. But are you going to try and sacrifice us to the devil, Tinkerbell?
No, I am not.
Why do you
Alright.
serve this devil?
You cut out for me. What?
Why do you serve this devil?
Why do you serve Satan, Tinkerbell?
Well, he's the one that summoned me.
But, no, I summoned you.
Yes.
I'm confused now.
Are you saying the Dragonborn is a devil?
Well, not yet.
I mean, what does that mean? Not yet.
You have a long journey.
To where?
There's a lot to unpack there.
So shall we take a vote on what we do on him?
A vote for what? I still don't understand why you guys suddenly want to attack your friend.
Well, the way I look at it is he was pulled from the deck of from a deck of cards. So he's technically magic.
Interesting.
Well, apparently,
Which
according to
means-
him, I'm Satan, so...
At
you
that point, how do we know he has not been corrupted magic? And do we really want to trust that with us?
I mean,
Icarus, do you
Yeah.
have any spell you can detect if he's been, if this
can I
if this
just-
spell
real quick,
summoning spell has
I
been
mean-
tampered with?
not defending the one calling me Satan, but didn't you also have a tablet that had Satan in it, and nobody had an issue with that for a while?
I was
Saved us, didn't it?
trying to get rid of it. Also, yes, I saved your life specifically with it more than once.
That is
Don't
very
you remember
true.
those frost giants?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Just hold on, Tinkerbell. Just so we are 100% sure, swears these to me. You're not going to try and sacrifice anybody here to Satan.
He's just silent.
Okay, see, now that's why I'm getting suspicious, Tinkerbell, because you're not doing swearsies, and we've talked about this.
Dragonborn, ask your servant if he intends to lead us to this devil.
Who do you want to lead us to Satan?
I mean, I don't have to lead you anywhere.
Where is
Okay, yeah,
this
no,
demon?
okay.
Wait, where is he?
Satan.
He just points at Tim.
Okay, but no, see, I'm Timosaurus, ruler of the Rexes. You know, the clan that got wiped out long ago in the Great Dragon Wars.
From inbreeding.
Not
Right, from
inbreeding,
inbreeding.
you dirty elf in Hellspawn. I'm not Satan Tinkerbell. I don't have magic. I pick locks, and I get the information.
Super
That's
weak.
it. Hey, you know what? I'm not super weak, okay? I can lift a tree trunk. Anyway, how about this? Because you didn't swear these. If you had to sacrifice someone to Satan, who would it be?
He points at the frog.
Uh-huh. That's not happening.
No, we're
Well,
not saying-
Master was eating one earlier.
Yeah, no, but I ate the one we were interrogating. That one's our friend. Frog.
Well, how am I supposed to know? I wasn't.
Have I tried eating that one?
You could be saving him for later.
No, that's the Hellspawn's pet.
All right. What do we want to do with Mickey?
Okay, well, I mean, obviously he only wants to sacrifice the frog, and I'm not gonna let him.
At this
so-
point, Dragonborn, if you wish to keep your servant, you must keep him at your side at all times.
I will, don't worry. I'm not gonna let him hurt your frog.
Was there anything else in the pile of sand as you were digging?
I don't think we've gotten that far.
No, you guys got to the tablet and you haven't dug past the tablet
Tell
yet. You have to find
Happy-
some way to get the tablet out of the way.
Okay. I was
Tinkerbell.
hoping Tinkerbell dug past it a little.
Let Tinkerbell pick up the tablet, and then we can as bad as it sounds, we can sacrifice.
Well, I mean,
Just have
Would that
Tinker
work,
keep
though?
sifting through the sand, see what else he can
Okay.
find.
Tinkerbell, do you have a soul?
Well, it's not here, but technically yes.
Where's your soul?
It's in Pandemonium.
The hell is that?
It's a hellish place. We shouldn't go there.
I'm learning so much about you I didn't know before, and I quite enjoy it. Okay, well, Tinkerbell, go ahead, just like throw that tablet out of the way.
Ti-
Because honestly, once that's out of the way, I'll continue digging through the side.
Tinkerbell, what land do you hail from?
Pandemonium. It's not a good place. I wouldn't go there.
I see.
Alright, is there anything worth value to anybody that is worth exposing ourselves to this demonic tablet?
I mean, it was our rations, so I mean,
We
we're
can
going to be.
gather rations.
We don't have anything to hold water.
Yeah, all my water shit got taken. That was
Rations,
work wasted.
I assure you, are not an issue. I'm
Tinkerbell,
only concerned
do you
of
know?
any treasured items.
Do you
I
know?
did have a bag of well, no, bag of holding was equipped. I'm good. I got that.
Do you know who it was who we spoke to earlier? The old man.
I'm good with leaving.
I don't know his name.
But you've seen him before.
Yeah, in Pandemonium.
Oh, good, great.
Do you know where he's gone?
No clue. We all just basically wander around.
Okay,
What do you mean,
Tinkerbell,
wander
real quick.
around?
Hold on, Hellspawn, before we continue. Get the tablet out of my way. I'm gonna keep digging. You can interrogate him after we get that tablet out of the sand.
Okay. Well, for the fact
No,
that
we should
Tinker
leave it.
failed the deck save, he can't move the tablet unless we do another deck save, Tim.
I will try again with this motherfucker. I'm getting him to get that tablet out of the way.
It's not worth it, Tim.
I would like my fucking rope back.
It is just possessions. We can get more. We have our lives.
It's what you're gonna have. Tinkerbell's gonna sift through the sand again.
He's
I'm
gonna try.
try and dex save that shit.
Oh,
That
great.
did fucking fine.
What happens if he grabs the tablet and it takes him over and attacks us?
We kill him. I mean,
Well, the tablet might kill us.
nah,
He's
that has
already
spell
been possessed.
So
Why I was leaning towards we abandon this and cut
Agreed.
our losses.
Well,
so
I think
Tinkerbell
we've-
goes down.
Lost too much.
We're past the point of no return. Tinkerbell goes down. He grabs the tablet and starts to lift up. You can now see somewhat underneath the tablet. There are other possessions of yours under there. The blank face comes across again. He goes to the realm in his vision, and he comes back to and drops the tablet, and it's
No,
now
I
covering
don't-
the hole again.
hold on. Before he drops it,
Nope, don't have
No,
enough
no,
time.
no. You didn't give me a chance because you kept talking.
Because you don't have enough time. That's why I didn't
No,
give you a chance.
Bullshit. Bullshit. He's still in a trance. I'm spotting kicking him out of the way so the tablet falls elsewhere.
Nope.
I'm making an athletics check so I can make sure I can.
Let him do an athletics check at least.
How do you spell athletics?
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, technically, he would have
think
picked
that
up the
means to
tablet, we
fail.
would have looked at him, and it would have dropped him immediately. So
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying no.
He just has stealth.
Keep joking.
Tim
Hold on.
falls outside of the tent.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's not that hard of a word to
Oh.
spell.
There we go.
No, it's still a no.
All right,
Oh, shit, I
fine.
got a 23. I spot
Have him
kick him out of
sift.
the
Just
way.
have him sift through it again.
Ah, there we go. We'll just fucking keep you. We'll keep
No,
doing
stop touching the tablet.
He clearly failed and is still here. He's already
This
been
creature
affected
has
by
de-
whatever.
This creature has just told you he has an allegiance to a devil, and you're trying to give him this tablet still.
All right, Icarus, let's leave. We don't
I'm
want
just
to be
trying
around
to
here
get
if something
my
happens.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, me and Icarus are backing out of the tent. We're leaving about 20, 30 feet away from everybody.
That's fine. Y'all back up.
Okay.
How about this here?
You all begin to walk away.
Birdman, come in.
And Steven walks up.
Birdman, grab the tablet. Get it out of the way.
No.
He
no.
looks at you, and he's not doing it.
Is Gorthan drunk enough?
Gorthan is still like sifting through the other tents trying to find his gold.
Gorthan, I found your gold
Where?
under that tablet.
And he starts to walk towards the hole and peer in. He begins to reach. Okay, no one's gonna stop this man. Okay.
I know Gorthan, he'll be alright.
His hand touches the tap.
We have
His
our
face
two
becomes-
cursed people. Our two cursed characters are the ones trying to reach for this, so I'm not super concerned. Well, we're
Aside
gonna have to
from
fight
one
them
of
later
them-
down the road anyway, so might as well do it now.
Aside from one of them is specifically cursed to kill one of you when he gets the soonest opportunity that he gets.
Well, that person is not me, so
It ain't me either, so I mean, I've got to weigh my options here.
But he now has an AoE weapon if he is to make this save, and you're standing directly next to the person he is supposed to kill.
Yeah, but I'm immune to fire, so I'm good.
But you're not immune to be drug into. Okay. Anyways, his hand touches the tablet. His face goes pale white. His body limp, and he falls to the.
and he's dead.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Did he at least take the tablet with him so it's out of the way?
Nope, his hand is now on top of the tablet, though.
Ah, god damn it.
So is he completely dead? Are we positive?
He is unconscious.
He won't die, he's too stubborn.
So he's not gripping onto the tablet. His hand's just resting on top.
Yeah, it's just like when he fell over, his hand just kind of landed on top of the tablet now.
Don't
Alright.
touch him.
Have Tinkerbell move him out of the way.
Yep.
Tinkerbell grab his legs and pull him aside.
Yep. Tinkerbell's gonna grab his legs and move him.
Tinkerbell goes to grab his legs to move him, and unconsciously, Gorthan leans up, both arms lock onto Tinkerbell, and he
Gives him a
is
big
not
fat
letting
kiss.
go.
Gives him a big fat
No.
kiss on the face. On the scales.
Both hands are now locked onto Tinkerbell, and as Tinkerbell moves, Gorthan is not letting go. Tinkerbell will now have to drag Gorthan.
All right.
That's fine. Just
This is exactly what
slowly.
happened with the fucking gnome. Or the other creature, the halfling. To a T.
Okay. We're making progress, Salesman. We're making progress. I have an idea. Why don't we take the tent, rip some of the fabric off, and just grab the tablet that way?
If we had a rope, we could just pull it.
Well,
But,
you know, my rope's kind of under the tablet. Oh wait, isn't there rope tying the tent down?
Just grab a long stick and push it out of the way.
He
Well,
yells from across the.
I can't
across
hear
the
you
way.
from over there. What are you screaming?
Aren't there like vines and things around? Can we grab a vine?
Yeah, you're in a jungle.
Oh,
All right, Tim, grab a vine. Cut. Don't you
Okay.
still have a knife on you? Because
No,
all my
it's not- I'm
daggers
still-
got stolen.
I still
My
have both my
daggers are up.
daggers. I have both my daggers. I cut a vine off a tree.
Oh no, not all my. I had one equipped still actually. Never mind.
I cut a vine off a tree.
All right.
Okay, you got the vine. No.
I gave it to the health spawn because I don't want to touch the tablet again.
I give it to Tinkerbell to pull.
Alright, yeah. Take a bit, tie it around the tablet, and pull it out of the way.
Okay, make me a dex save because there's no way he's going to be able to get this tablet, tie it around the tablet without touching the tablet.
No, he can just loop it around. It's a big vine.
But you have to get it under the tablet somehow for the loop.
Yeah, he can throw it forward and pull.
There we go.
See, there you go. It's not high enough, but
Should have just used a stick.
What are you yelling? I can't hear you. It's raining.
So his
think he
face
said-
goes blank
oh, brother.
once again.
I
And he
hope-
comes back to
I
seconds later.
I hope a new spirit is put into his body every time this happens.
It's
So that
going-
when he starts talking again, it's just like 16 voices talking at the same time.
Got like 5 personalities at this point.
You need to do some kind of like, some kind of mixer so that you can layer your voice 6 times.
Right.
Do my best on that. Hey guys, refresh the stream on your phones if you have it pulled up.
I have it up on the computer.
So he comes back to unable to get the loop around the tablet because he could not lift the tablet up. Can't believe you guys are still trying. He looks around. Well, that didn't work.
Oh, I have an idea.
And he's still got Gorthan hugging him, right?
Yeah, he does.
Give it a
so-
Yeah, he
Kisses.
still has Gorthan gripping him.
Okay, I have an idea.
Have him
Hold
conk
on.
Gorthan out, dude.
I have an idea. Well, Gorthan's already unconscious. He's just grabbing on. It's like the halfling. Anyway, how about we get a stick and just push it?
We take the
So,
tablet. And we
At
push
this
it
point,
somewhere
Icarus,
else.
you just get the strong feeling to yell out, "I told you so."
I'm gonna get a stick. I
Just
break
cut off a
branch
branch. Yeah, a big branch from a
Yeah,
tree.
I break a branch off a tree.
Okay, you go up, making a lot of noise, break the branch.
I push the tablet out of the way. I push the tablet out of the way.
Okay, sorry, I was typing.
Firmly grasping the stick, I push the tablet out of the way.
Okay, roll a survival check for pushing something with a stick.
A survival check, not a strength.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's not really heavy.
And then wouldn't it be like, oh, well, that works.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, you just kind of flop it over and tablet's out of the way. Underneath the tablet lie all of your things and possessions.
Awesome.
Told you the stick would work.
I still can't hear you. It's raining too much.
All
I'm
right.
glad I had this idea to get a stick.
Tabby, you get to go first since you move the tablet.
Right, I start digging through the sand. I mainly just start throwing things behind me as I find them.
Okay, sorry. So you're digging through the sand?
Yeah, and anything I find, I'm just kind of throwing behind me. Start sifting through and getting this shit back.
So you were just making a pile behind
Yeah, so
you.
you're just going. You're just going through. The rest of you watching, you can see your belongings begin to pile up. Get to the bottom. Still no gold.
Everything
No gold,
but the gold.
copper, everything but the currency. You were able to relocate.
All right. Well, I used my identify ritual earlier, but I never actually got to identify anything. Can I use it on the items he just pulled out? See if there's any magic on them.
So yes, you can. Let me make a roll real quick to see how good his spell was. Whoa. You can detect magic on every single item you just picked up.
Yay! Everything has some sort of magic on it. Identify
We
lets
leave
me
it.
see. Let's see. Learn its properties, how to use the item, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Oh shoot, I could have used Identify on Tinker to see what spell was affecting him. I can do that again in a little bit, but
So your thing will
so I get to know
let
what learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Okay. On all the items, it is one spell. It is the spell of bound
Spell of what?
and bound, like bounding something
Uh-huh.
or binding something almost. All of these items are bound to the material plane that you are currently in. Whenever you leave the plane, none of the items will come with you.
Okay.
So are we in our plane or are we in another plane?
You're still in your plane. You guys did not leave.
Alright,
Alright,
well, the items are
So
safe
our
to
stuff
pick
will stay
up,
with us.
but we won't be taking them on any otherworldly adventures.
Can we clean that off?
I cannot. Someone else might. We might have to take them somewhere.
Okay, well, I yell across the camp as loud as I can. Just yet.
Alright, so can I add all the items back to my inventory?
Yeah, you can get all your quantity. Are you leaving the tablet?
Yeah. As long as it's I'm assuming it's,
Okay,
it's
go.
not attached to me since he
It
made
is.
the save.
It is no longer bound to you.
Awesome.
Is it bound to anybody?
You do not know.
Well, I didn't make the save, so obviously it's not bound to me. Still trying to figure out how I become Satan. Lot to unpack there. Hell spawn is Satan, famous in hell.
As much as any other demon, I suppose, of his status.
Alright, well, you know.
Alrighty. So everyone, if Icarus and Kunme Thor decide to re-enter the tent, everyone can have their stuff back.
Yeah, after everything kind of calms down, I'll head in there and retrieve my belongings.
Okay. So we retrieve the belongings, all that's good stuff. And we get ready for our first day of travel for the camp for this episode. We heading west, south? Which direction are we heading?
We're
West.
heading west.
Okay, so
Alright.
we
I would
begin
like
to head.
to cast Druid Craft.
Tinkerbell stays in the front of the pack though.
He stays next to Tim at all times.
When Tim stays in the front of the pack, I want them in front of us.
Yep.
I
Okay.
would like to cast Druid Craft before we leave to see what the weather's going to be like for the day.
Also, Gorthan
Okay.
will also take the lead with those two.
Well, I mean, Gorthan kind of has to. He's attached to Tinkerbell.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Gorthan's
right.
being led by Tinkerbell. So
Well,
as you
now
begin
can
to
use your rope to attach them for good.
Okay. So as you begin to cast Druidcraft, the rain clears up, the wind dies down. So you can. The storm has now subsided. But you can see mostly clear weather. After several minutes pass of clear weather and clouds, all you can see is a glowing sun.
We actually get some clear skies for once.
Good
Alrighty, so
due to be tried
Westward?
out.
It's so quiet now.
it is very quiet now.
Oh.
If you have jungle ambience, you can add that
Yeah.
on.
I don't want to hear any monkey noises though.
Okay, so we begin westward. So we got Hugh Hackenstone leading the way. We still have him for a few more days.
I mean, do we still have to pay him at this point? I feel like he owes us for saving him.
So right now, you have him for another 10 days before what you have already paid him runs out. So right now, it's just still under that first payment. He has not made the decision to continue with you for free or request more money yet.
Mm.
Okay, 96, okay. So you begin to travel westward. Along the way, you notice several different, footprints. Many of them you recognize as Grungling. Just kind of wandering around through the woods, doing their trade routes and hunting for whatever they can find, whatnot. That's great. I'm sorry. It's
Do we see any game as we walk through?
You can notice some small game. Traveling with two dwarves, they're not really being extremely cautious and quiet. Most of the large game gets scared away before you can get close enough to actually see them. You see several tracks for large game, but you do not see the large games.
How
So,
big are the tracks?
Well, basically, most of the tracks you see look to be something like maybe the size of deer. You might see a bear every once in a while. You do see throughout a 3-hour span, you maybe see one or two dinosaur tracks. Looks to be a wild dinosaur that you could essentially hunt and kill if you wanted to.
You think we should break off and go hunt Icarus while they continue?
Yeah, I'm not against it. I've got a few creatures I wouldn't mind discovering around here. This place intrigues me.
Okay.
I don't
So
want
we
to
are-
stray far from the group, but I wouldn't.
Agreed.
I'm fast enough that I could break
So we
off.
want to
just a
follow
little
some of the
bit.
tracks a little.
Okay. So both of you go ahead and make
Survival. or
stealth checks
Stealth
first.
Well, are we actually breaking off now? Because if so, I'm
Yeah.
going to transform into a dire wolf as we break off, so that I can track.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are breaking off.
I'm stealthy as fuck.
Ooh.
Critical fail.
As you begin to break off, he transforms into his dire wolf. He leaps to go into the brush and misses his footing and tumbles. While Lou, you were light as a feather. You just to where the sound just slowly fades out, and you're moving at a decent speed without making any noise. There's a very loud direwolf next to you, but he's just trotting through the leaves. You can hear he is not being stealthy at all. But go ahead and make me a perception or survival check because we are hunting now.
Well, I get a perception bonus to hearing and sight. So would that be
Okay.
better for tracking?
Yeah.
Or not
Okay,
hearing,
so lower
but smell
tracking.
and sight.
Okay. So, you can go ahead and take your bonus. Yeah.
Jesus, double ones? Really?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. How do you even do that?
The trees smell like trees.
He ends up. Harry ends up back at a group hunting the wrong thing.
I'm on the
Yeah.
scent of another dire wolf. I'm just like completely lost now.
It's yourself. It's you're smelling.
Missing on the
Your
tree.
Oh. Then Lewis with your 9. You guys, throughout the day, you kind of like parallel the party by several hundred yards, keeping pace with them. You don't find any game. We come to the end of the first day of travel. Would you guys like to rejoin the party for camp?
Yeah, I'll rejoin with them. I haven't find any.
I'm gonna make a long loop around the camp beforehand, just to double check one more time. While the dire wolf is not with me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another perception. 12. Taking your long loop around, right when you were just about to give up and head into the camp, you can see what looks to be a large cat, kind of like going through the treetops above you, heading. He's kind of like of where you're standing. He's like heading north. He looks to be following something.
My bad, wrong button. I was just trying to check the stats on that. Can I Hunter's Mark and take a shot at him?
You can Hunter's Mark, because he is within the distance, and if you want to take your shot, go ahead.
There you go. That works.
A crit?
That,
Yeah, it's crit.
go ahead and roll me another d20 for me.
You hit it so well that it just explodes and it's just totally unusable.
Okay, nope. You
Not
didn't.
that well.
Okay, so you pull your arrow back and you can hear the silence. Nothing but your arrow is piercing the wind, and it sinks into the creature. He topples to the ground. He is not dead, but he is not moving.
Now with the Hunter's Mark, I get an extra 1d6.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. It really didn't make
He
a
is
difference.
not dead, but he is not moving.
Alright, I'm gonna run up to him and try to use my dagger to finish it off.
Okay. So you're gonna get an auto hit. Go ahead and roll your damage with your dagger.
So. Seven.
Okay, yeah, he was at 2, so. But, alrighty, so you kind of straight through his throat. And he dies in front of you.
Carry
you
it back
can-
to camp.
As you go to pick him up, you can hear some rustling in the direction he was running towards. The rustling is getting quieter, so it's going away from you.
Alright. I'm going to ignore the rustling and take the game back to camp for rations.
Okay. Rest of you chilling at camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. I'm actually. Can we take 5 for a second? I want to use the restroom real quick.
Okay, yeah. Let's pause for a brief intermission.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
This brief intermission is brought to you by Critical Miscue. Specifically, perfectly shown by our friend Icarus.
Right.
Perfectly on time.
Also, brought to you by Zippodyne.
God damn it.
And you
It's
just-
so you know what's really funny that makes what like today so much better. I was like at 5 o'clock. I was talking to somebody about how I am so happy to have a group of people I can stream with, and they are all extremely reliable. And
And then Dan happened.
30 minutes late. Giving Dan shit though, so it's
Yeah, especially when he doesn't see it or hear it.
no.
Okay, let's see here. There's no like acid thing.
There's no what thing?
I'm messing with the soundboard because I want to make like
No, Tim.
Well, no, I'm not gonna make.
No,
like,
just the answer is just no.
Well, no, I'm not gonna make.
No.
I'm not gonna make ambient noises like.
No.
You know, I'm a dragonborn. I want to. If I say I growl, I actually growl.
I mean, just growl. I mean, it's your character.
No, but I want to make it sound cool.
You can't do that.
We'll get better.
Well, yeah.
How many followers are you up to?
I think we're only at 9. Yeah, 9. Oh, I forgot to turn on like a chat bot to see if someone new follows.
Yeah, I think that girl I was talking to, she said she followed or something like that. I know she followed my personal channel.
Well, if she does follow, run while you can.
She's not, I don't think she's watching right now.
It's alright. It's recorded. We're good.
Well, we're
Yeah,
at
it's
7
recorded.
viewers, so I mean we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm gonna probably tomorrow if I have a chance. I'll see if she wants to go to dinner Monday.
Good luck with. So my phone is at 3%, so I am shutting down my part of the stream.
I got mine pulled. So
I got mine pulled up on the computer. I'm good.
spirit breath.
Something I don't think you have.
No, it's the sound board.
Carrie, are you here?
I'm gonna assume that's a NO.
Yep.
See if that didn't have echo on it, I would try that one. But I like that roar. I like that roar. No. What is the Steam PC?
Alright, I'm back.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, so we are settling in for the night. Hugh Haggenstone lights the fire as he does many a time before. Icarus, are you still in your dog form? Your
No.
direwolf. Okay, you have drop form. You, especially you, are sitting next to the campfire, looking incredibly defeated. For basically you knowing very well ruining the hunt for the day. As you all sit around, hungry, you see Kund Thor come through the brush with a bobcat on his back.
Charter. So, is that all the food we're gonna have tonight, or?
This is my food. I don't know about you.
Well, I figured when you both went hunting, you'd get food for the party.
Oh yeah, that was when we went both hunting, but then I went solo hunting.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry, which
What does that
creates
do?
it creates 10 berries, and each berry is a ration for a day, and heals you for one hit point.
Here, you
So
chop this
you're
up.
all
And start
sitting there
cooking
and these giant ass fucking berries just pop in front of Icarus.
See, he brought us rations.
it. I'm gonna give my give the bobcat to Hugh to prepare.
Okay. He gets out his little dagger that he keeps and starts preparing.
Yeah, hand out the berries to everybody, so they at least have their water nourishment for the day.
I will take my
Okay.
berry.
All right. Everyone receives their berry. Hugh cooks. He preps the bobcat. Over this long rest, he's gonna smoke it so it lasts longer. Um, and he's got different salts that are in his pack that we found, and he's gonna try to do the best he can to do some type of cure on it so it lasts as long as he can make it. Um, who's taking first watch?
I'm gonna use my wild shape again and turn into a dire wolf, and I'm gonna take first watch.
Well, at least everybody will know where we're at.
I'm just gonna skulk around the camp.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Skulking
meditate.
around, meditating. Everyone else going to sleep for the first part. Fucking love that.
Can I use my identify ritual on Tinkerbell?
Okay, yeah, we can use the identify ritual on Tinkerbell. I won't even cut away, so we have to come back. So he was. You can't. He was not created by a spell.
Oh.
That is all I will tell you.
So I don't get to know what he was cursed by?
Well, he is not created nor cursed by a spell. Your identify spell only gives spells, right?
I learn whether any spells are affecting.
There are no spells affecting him.
Huh. Okay, so it's not a spell.
Nope.
Alrighty then. So I guess I'll rest because that only takes 11 minutes. So I guess I'll rest.
Okay, so he is resting. Icarus Bark, roll me perception.
Is it gonna be a 1? Is it a 1? Pretty much.
Okay.
If it is smell or sight, I would get advantage.
Roll advantage. Not bad at all. You can very easily, about 20, 30 yards away from camp, see some rustling.
So I just see rustling in the
You can see
brush.
rustling. You can't really hear it just yet. Whatever it is being incredibly sneaky, but your keen eyes as a dire wolf were able to pick it out.
The hair stands up on my back, and I'm just gonna slowly approach it while growling.
Okay. As you don't have to move very closely to smell the flesh of man.
All right, kind of signal everybody with a big howl. Something's out here.
Alright, I'm gonna hop up and head over to Icarus.
I get up and do the same.
Okay.
What is it,
We
boy?
all
You can just see me staring at the brush.
Can I see anything with my night?
you can kind of, with the campfire still being stoked relatively bright, every once in a while you can see like a shimmer of like a pale white flesh. But he's like kind of blocked mostly by brush. So that's the only reason why you can't really see too well.
Everybody, get your belongings. Hold on to them.
All my shit's in my backpack, so
Yeah, let's not take a chance this time.
that was where they were
All of
last
mine
time.
melded into my body this time.
That's really weird. Who goes there?
Did we leave the tablet?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't know if that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, I'm not picking that shit up.
No, but I'm just wondering if someone might have found it.
The old man. Anyway, I yell out into the bush. Who goes there?
I can send my bird back to it. See if it's still there.
Identify yourself.
He can't hear you, you have to yell.
I am yelling.
Send it to your phone.
That's currently a sleeping baby next to me. That's why I'm not
Okay,
actually
you'll get a
yelling.
pass.
Go big or go home.
He can't understand you. All he hears are like dinosaur screeches.
As Tim yells into the brush, who goes there? No response.
Oh, Laurel, Snow Raven.
Well, am I sending the raven back? See if the tablet's there. Or do you want me to send it forward?
No, send it forward. I want to see what's going on in front
All right,
of
I'll
us.
send it forward up above. Let it look down upon this creature, this man.
Looking down, you see a bush. That's about it. Heavy vegetation.
All right.
I'm just gonna run up and pounce the bush.
No. Hold on, boy. Hold on.
Too late. I've already started running.
Heal. I'll send Tinkerbell.
Yeah, it's ready. He's ready there.
Tinkerbell will run with the wolf. He sees the wolf
Yeah,
running, and he's just like, "Oh man!"
Tinkerbell. Run with the wolf. Follow
Okay.
the wolf.
Carrie, as you break out in a dead run. As you get closer to the bush and closer, you no longer hear the campfire. You no longer hear the shouts of your friends. You no longer hear the ambiance of the jungle.
Can I roll for perception?
God damn it.
You can roll for perception if you want, yeah.
Well, is that the right thing to roll for here?
Well, you can only insight him if you can physically see his full being and you're talking to him, basically.
I'm rolling for perception.
If you want to roll for perception to figure out what is actually
Well-
here, yeah, you can.
I don't see shit.
The bush is made of bush.
There.
You can see a cloaked man in the bush, as carries. Are you keeping speed this time, Icarus, or are you slowing up again?
No, I was in a dead sprint in
Okay.
the bush.
Well, he
So,
does. You do notice
was
that
looking
everything goes
counter
silent
whatever
again, though.
was in the bush.
yeah, you notice everything goes silent again. You can no longer hear your own steps of your feet of your paws, just beating against the earth. You no longer hear that. You close the distance. You're at the bush. Are we pouncing?
Yes.
You all see is the giant dire wolf leaps, pounces into the bush, and takes 2 piercing damage because it's a bush of thorns and nothing's in it.
I could see him in it.
I was gonna say, you hear a slight whimper.
You could see him in it. Now you just see a dire wolf with thorns stuck in him. You very well could.
Hellspawn, what does that look on your face for? What do you see?
Someone's following us.
Do we still have our items?
Oh
Check.
yeah, you still have your items.
Everybody still got their items.
Send the Raven to the.
Can I send the
Tablet.
Raven up high to see if he sees anything around, or where the man went?
Looking around, your raven flies as high as it can. He notices. You notice no more rustling. You don't notice any quick shadows moving throughout the brush, anything like that. You don't notice anything.
Send the bird up to the tablet. It's going to be a little
running
journey.
back to camp to see if he took our bobcat.
Yeah, let's all just head back to camp. I guess there's nothing left here.
Can I go over to the bush and look around for sand?
Yeah, go over to the bush. There is just like one little piece of sand towards the middle of the bush. It's kind of scuffled about now. It's if it had anything on it, it's smeared from Carrie landing on it. But yeah.
All right, heading back to camp.
Okay.
Can you send your Raven back? Look for the tablet.
Well, it's just in the tent in the camp, so.
No, we're at a different campsite.
Oh, we're at a different campsite. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
send
like
it,
a
I'll
day
send it
and a
back.
half.
All right, I'll send it back
Yeah.
to the old camp to see if it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Going to be gone a little while, but I imagine you could fly faster than we walk.
Yeah, it's actually pretty quick. I need to look that up real quick.
Yep. I believe it'll only take, if I remember right, it'll basically only take 2 watches for him to get there and get back.
Well, all he needs to do is get there. Dan can see through him, right?
Right.
Yeah, but then he'd have to get back so Dan can have him again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about that part. I just want to know if it's there.
Wow.
If push came to shove, you could summon a new one.
Okay, so who's taking the next watch? The Raven will arrive at the end of the watch.
I'll take the next watch.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's almost double what we can run. Travel.
Okay, yeah.
And
Take-
then go back to meditating.
Rolling a perception check.
Yep, you will have to. 18, finally a good perception check out of 10.
Right.
Okay, let me roll percentage to see what you perceive. In the clearing, in the overhead while you're keeping watch, you start to notice this is a pattern about maybe every 15 to 20 minutes, roughly. You can see 2 creatures fly overhead. They never get closer. But they're just kind of like, they'll pass by. The first couple times you thought it was a coincidence, but after the 4th, 5th, 6th time, it's the exact same shadowy figures. Sorry, there's 2 of them. Passing overhead, roughly every 15 to 20 minutes. That's all you notice.
Possibly scouts.
Okay. Um. So that would be that is all that actually happens for that watch. Nothing too exciting. Tim, as you get to the end of the watch, remembering the conversation, you go to wake a Laurel.
Hello, Spawn. Your turn.
Um, Dan, as you wake, you can feel the sense from your Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has arrived, and he can see the old campsite. Um, Looking around, whenever you guys left, you took down all your tents. You cleaned up your fireplace. Um, you followed Smokey the Bear's rules. You were good people. Um, Him landing back down, you can see um, a new campsite. Um, Several tents made of a very fine leather, much finer than yours. Um, there are several different Goliaths there in the campsite. Um, and there's one shorter creature. You can't really see because he is inside one of the tents, but you see his shadow. He's only maybe 4 foot tall. He's not taking up most of the tent. All the Goliaths are kind of gathered at the line of their campsite, like kind of like the edge. It looks like they are conversing with somebody. Or you want to send your crow?
They're what's happening? They're conversing with somebody.
Yeah, like so the campsite. They have the campfire in the middle. They have some tents around what would be like the southern side of the camp. They're like kind of 10, 20, 10, no, 10 to 15 yards away from their campfire to the north, and they're all kind of like standing in a line, and they're yelling at something that seems to be farther out.
All right, have the Raven get closer while still staying within the trees, so he's totally in
so-
cover because he's just a bird in the trees.
He lands into the new onto the new branch, gets a better look, and at this point you can very easily see, very easily hear. You see a older figure with a cloak and a walking stick, and you hear him. Where? I don't know where. And then he seems to be having a very similar conversation with these 4 Goliaths.
That's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna wake everybody up.
Okay. Everybody is awake.
All right, everybody. There's a group of Goliath using our old campsite. They're currently being tricked by the same old man that tricked us. Do we want to head out?
Is the tablet still there?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see. Can I? Where are they? Are they on the exact same campsite? Can I see where the tablet spot was?
You can see where the tablet spot was. Yes.
Is it still there?
It is not.
The tablet is missing.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Do I see any piles of sand anywhere at our current camp?
Well, there was some sand back by the bush.
I nope. Not even gonna dig in it.
We should move out.
Yep.
Do we want to move to that
Nothing
camp or
happened.
do we want to leave?
No, we want to leave.
No,
Just
I don't
head
want
our
to
way.
backtrack.
Okay. So getting an early start, you and the other dwarf and then your frog buddy Tianto all being very annoyed. because they didn't want to leave this early. They get over themselves, and everyone packs up, and we begin to head west once again. Leaving out roughly around between 5 and 6 a.m. You guys are able to pack up and start on the road before the sun rises.
Oh,
You're
I
only
can
on-
roll an insight check on that that dude with the raven. It's just to see if he's like if it's some sort of imitation or something like that. Like if it's not a real person.
Yeah, I'll let you. Go ahead and roll insight.
Let me see what he's got. A +3 on perception.
Well, it's not a perception check; it's an insight check.
Oh, that's right. Hold on, let me look again. Insight. What does insight use?
Wisdom? Yes, wisdom.
Yeah, insight, I believe, is your wisdom modifier.
Oh, it's just a +1 then. Oh well. Let's see. Crap. Pulling up. Random stuff. Okay. 1d20. +1. Oops. Forgot the R. And you can't edit. There it is. 7. Not so good.
Seems to be a normal man.
Seems to be a normal man. Okay. Well, regardless, we're getting out of here, it looks like. So I'm going to leave my bird there and keep watching as everybody picks up their tents and whatnot.
Okay. So everyone picks up their tents without issue. We begin to travel. So their conversation goes on slightly longer than what yours did. They still don't get nothing out of the man. He is seems to be extremely disoriented. You as the sun begins to break through the sky, you can see the poof and gone. And the Goliaths just go back to their campfire and sit down and begin to cook their breakfast and get ready for the day.
Well, was anything stolen from them?
From how they've reacted so far, no.
Well, I mean, can maybe I can roll for perception or something. Can I see that anything's been taken off of them?
Well, the only thing you would be able to see is the stuff they have equipped.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Even if you roll a nat 20, you cannot see the stuff that is in a bag.
Right. I mean, I guess I'll keep watching a little longer while until people are finished packing up.
No, you're already on the road at this point.
Oh, we're already on the road. All right.
Yep,
Well, my ravens, I guess we'll hang around a little longer as we continue down the road.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and roll perception.
Gosh darn, what's
My
up with the
rolls are
sevens?
horrible tonight.
Tim got
All
an
of
18.
us. Oh no, you got an 18.
You got the
Finally.
best roll.
So 18, 7, 14,
What do your lizard eyes see?
I'll tell you in a second when
10.
the heavens speak to me.
Okay. So going through, what does Tim's? That's a fun one.
Oh
Okay.
God.
So you guys are going through your trails. You've know these trails pretty good. You can hear the very faint rumbling of a river So you were getting close to where you left off. Tim, you kind of notice that you're following a trail, but it's no longer the trail that you guys created. It's much larger creatures. You look at the footsteps and the footprints and whatnot in the dirt and mud. They're very familiar to you. Something that almost killed you. But this time, these two large footprints are accompanied by several sets of. I'm using smaller as relative here. They're smaller relative to the frost giant footprints in front of you, but they are still large compared to you.
Right. They have pets. Great. Everybody else seeing this shit?
How fresh do they look?
Survival check. Nope.
That is tracks.
Oh my god, with you people.
I see you trying to see how fresh they look.
Better.
Do you want me to wait? Am I rolling again? Perception.
I mean, if you want to, it'd be a survival check.
Survival check. Oh, gosh darn it.
Surviv.
No, through Viv. There we go. I survived.
Do you not have the stream set to look at your screen like Twitter, or not Twitter, Discord and stuff?
I still can't get it to. I have it. I figured out how to get to cast a window now, so I'm just casting that window, but it won't let me cast Discord. It still shows up as a black screen if I try to cast Discord, because I was gonna do just the chat.
Weird. Okay. So
I'm still working on that one.
Yeah. So looking at it, I'm trying to find the technical term here because I don't remember what they're called. But they look to be within the last hour. So they are relatively fresh. It is once again 2 frost giants. You can very easily tell. And I cannot find their stat block for the life of me. I don't know why I cannot find their stat block. But they're accompanied by 4 what looks to be wolf-like creatures.
That's not good.
What's accompanied by 4 wolf-like creatures?
The ice.
2 frost giants.
2 frost giants. Can we roll for stealth? Or how far away?
Yeah, you can. You are behind them. The tracks are within the last hour.
Okay.
Are they heading in the direction we are wanting to travel?
Yep.
Yes, that is why you are behind them.
Wait, we're heading the same way. Okay.
Yes, you're heading the same path.
Are we going the same direction as they are?
Yes, we are.
I know.
Okay.
Well, there's no point to roll stealth at this point.
I guess.
Is your bird back?
No, he's still keeping watch. Can I get an update on if they're panicking yet?
They do not seem to be panicking. You have been able to watch them pack up their tents and slowly begin. They're kind of I'm imagining your bird is probably going to follow. They're following the same general path that you guys are taking. They don't look like they're tracking anything. They're just kind of following the path that's open right now.
I see.
How about Tinkerbell? You run up there, see what you can see. Like,
Oh, we can already see that they're giant. They're frost giants, and we
yeah,
no
but I
longer
want to know how
have
close
a
they are.
murderous tablet to kill them with.
Yeah.
Also, 5 wolves now, not just 2 frost giants.
4.
What?
4 wolves,
4 wolves?
2 giants.
4 wolves.
Can we
What
have?
did I say?
Is Hal still with us?
Hal
Yeah.
is still with you.
Can we have him
And
fly
Gorthan
around,
and Tiantu.
distract them, and try to get them to go the wrong direction so we can pass by and get headed out?
Say again, I didn't hear you.
He wants to have Hal fly around to distract them. I think we should just follow them
Yeah.
for a little
Just
bit, since they don't know we're here.
I'm with
Well, the
Tifa.
problem is, depending on the wind and everything else, the wolves are eventually going to smell us.
Well, when they do, then we'll kill them all real quick.
Oh, yeah, you say that.
We have distance between us.
Yeah, but we
It
don't
won't
have
take long.
magically fiery hands that kill shit anymore. So,
Well, I do have magical fiery hands still, but not those magical fiery hands.
yeah, those ones are better than just Anyway, let's just keep going.
Also, do we have a map for this, Tyler, at all?
A map for.
For like our surrounding area, like a like the
No,
path we're
because
on. Or
you're just in a jungle. I mean,
okay. No, I mean that's fine.
if you want, yeah, if you want to the player map, because we're still on that. Basically, you guys are just north of Firefinger, kind of like right in here, coming up on the river.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
All right. But I think we should just play it cool for a little bit longer. Because we're headed straight west, right? So are they? Towards, Tiriki?
My guess is we'll find them next to the river.
Probably.
Well, can we not see them from here?
No, he said they were about an hour ahead of us.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we should keep traveling forward. Just very
So do
carefully.
you want to follow the tracks or detour around?
We could head further south towards Firefinger. Elf, thoughts?
I think we should follow the tracks.
Follow the tracks it is.
Alrighty.
Okay. You guys begin to follow the tracks. They stay on path. You begin to get closer. The sound of the river is getting much louder. Originally it sounded as a heavy stream. Now you can tell it's a flowing, lively river. You can hear different birds throughout. You can hear the fish kind of jumping along and whatnot. So getting to the edge of the river, the tracks seem to head north. Still following the path you guys originally took on the way to Port Nyanzaru. So you are now on the river's edge. Do you want to continue following the tracks? or are we crossing the river and heading?
Can we
over?
roll for perception, see if they stopped here or did anything?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation.
Investigation check.
Mm-hmm. 17, 18, yeah, 17. So looking around, you notice looks to be like maybe like a small campsite. Basically a fire that was put out. Kind of looks like they maybe stopped and cooked a lunch. And then continued onward.
Alright.
How easy is it to cross the water?
It is a heavy flowing river and it is mighty wide.
Continue the tracks we got.
Yeah.
We all agreeing with that? Continuing north, back
Yeah,
basically towards Port Nyanzaru?
Oh, heading north?
Yeah, it's the tracks are heading north.
No, let's keep heading west towards the Camp Righteous.
Well, we can't because of the river.
Oh, so it's impassable, you said?
I said it's a heavy flowing river and it is wide. I did not say it's impassable.
Okay.
It looks dangerous to try and cross.
Well,
Might
we
be
can
best to look
have
for a
the elf
bridge.
attach a rope to his arrow, then attach one to a tree on this side, and we'll climb across.
I don't
rope
I
that
trust
seem to
the
remember this
strength
being
of an
done
arrow in a
recently.
tree.
Do we have a rope even that long? How long is the river? How wide is the river?
The river looks to be
Well, even if we
probably
went...
the width of a football field.
I don't think I'm gonna make that.
Okay, yeah. This is the little skinny part we're next to, not that big giant part at the bottom?
Correct.
Okay.
Alright. It's a big ass river.
Well,
Let me
we
see
can
what
either
else we
head
got.
south and hope we find a bridge, or we can follow the tracks north and hope they're heading to a bridge.
Well, if we head
Wow.
south, we're headed to Firefinger. We don't know quite
Is that
what's...
where we want to go?
I don't
No,
know.
we're heading further west to Camp Righteous.
Right.
Fire
Does anyone have anything we can use to get
across?
across?
Well, is there any tree branches that are above the river?
I mean, if we're really desperate, I can
Also,
probably
the rope
assist us
is
in getting
50 feet.
across.
So, but yeah, just for reference, I mean. But,
Well, I'm saying so like tree branches that hang over the river that are close to each other.
are there any trees overhanging the river?
Not majorly. I mean, some of them hang maybe 5 to 6 feet over the bank.
Well, at the very least, what I was gonna say, well, it's still, like I said, it still won't reach, but what I was gonna say, even if we couldn't attach a rope to both sides, we could shoot the rope across and hold on to that and get across with it.
I'll ferry us across. And I start crawling down and lay on my belly, and I transform into a crocodile.
Ah.
Okay, I've heard that story before. It doesn't end well. Okay, alright.
Alright, I'll be the first to go across with Icarus.
Okay. So, Stephen Squawking is going to fly across because he can fly.
Also, can't he can pick somebody up and carry him across, can he not?
Gotta do a strength check.
He'll take Tianto
He'd
with
have
him.
he would not have to do a strength check with Tianto. Okay, I'll give you that. So Tianto kind of flops on, or jumps up on his back. He just flies across to the other side. He kind of waves the all clear. So Dan, you get on.
Icarus is back.
Icarus's back. As you get kind of you get about halfway across, and you can see Halros. He's kind of like pointing back towards the group and then pointing at his hand.
What's pointing at whose hand?
Like he's kind of like pointing back towards the group, and then pointing at his hand, like point, and then point towards his hand, point, and then point
Who
towards
is?
his hand, like his fingers. Hal Ross is pointing at the group, like Pat behind you, at Tim, Lewis, and whoever else is over there,
And pointing at his hand.
and then pointing at his hand.
So he wants me to grab them? I'll look back. Do I see anything that's happening?
No. As you get closer, he is pointing specifically towards his ring finger, and then pointing at the group.
Oh,
Tim's.
shit. Yeah, forgot about that. I'm just gonna walk across the river.
Okay.
Yep.
Tim walks across the river.
Okay, so Tim just waltzes across the river because he does have a ring of water walking.
Wait, why don't no carry somebody on your back and just walk across.
Jesus. Alright, I carry the elf on my back.
Okay.
You just gotta do piggyback.
Yep.
Alrighty, so carry him across, no problem. And then Dan and Icarus make it to the other side with nary an issue, and Icarus goes back for the rest, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Make several trips.
I
Okay.
guess I'll walk back across and pick somebody else up.
Okay, the only other one you'd be able to lift is going to be Tinker.
Do
Okay.
you still have a Gorthan attached?
Actually, yes, he does have Gorthan attached, so you cannot lift Tinker.
I can lift you.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot. Trust me.
He's a big boy.
He's only got one arm.
Yeah, but he's got a big fat heart.
He does.
Well, okay. Tinker and Gorthan are gonna be a huge problem. So I don't know if even Icarus can.
I have an idea. Why don't we cut Gorthan's arms off, and then Icarus can heal him, so they grow back.
They won't grow back.
I can't talk. I'm crocodile.
Hey, Crocodile Dundee.
At this point,
Like,
who's left over there to ferry across?
Hugh Hackenstone, Tinkerbell.
Alright, well,
the two doors.
Icarus
and
can take Hugh.
Okay, hold on, real quick before we go back across. I'm assuming I'm with the crocodile.
Well,
you're all on the current side. Lewis, Tim, Icarus, and Dan are there along with Steven Squawking.
Icarus and Tim went back to the other side to try to grab people, though, right?
Well, Tim said before we get back across, so I assume he
okay.
stopped.
No, I meant when we go back across to everybody else, like to carry people. I'm on the side with the doors. So, crocodile. Snap once for yes, twice for no. If I cut the arms off of Gorthan, can you grow them back?
I vigorously shake my head no.
Okay. If we tie a rope to them, and I drag them behind me as I walk across, they'll be a little waterlogged, but I think they'll be okay.
I just kind of stare at you.
I'm thinking that'll work.
A wide-eyed crocodile.
I think if I just Tinkerbell, give me your rope. I'm gonna tie it to Gorthan because he's got quite a grip, and I'm gonna drag you two behind me.
Make a sleight of hand on Gorthan. You successfully tie the rope off without bumping into Gorthan, so he does not grapple you.
Here, I'm gonna
That-
I'm gonna restart Discord for just a sec so that I can stream the chat. So
Okay,
give me
cool.
just one sec.
Okay. The other side.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Alrighty. So he is dragging Gorthan behind him across the river, while holding on to Tinkerbell. Gorthan's head is very much underwater.
It'll be alright. Little waterlog, it'll be alright.
Let's see. Roll chance. About halfway across, Tim, you're trudging. The load gets extremely lighter very quickly.
I look behind me to see what happened.
Gorthan is no longer behind you.
Ah, shit. Is the rope broken?
3. Yes.
Well, shit. Crocodile, I need help.
I try and push him along.
Gorthan has been swept away by the current. Whenever you get over to him, he is not there.
I'm gonna swim downstream, see if I can find him.
How far are you willing to look?
At least. I mean, how fast is the current? Is this a really heavy current?
Yes, you move at going upstream. You move at half speed.
Oh, he's going upstream?
No, he is floating downstream.
Yeah, I want to go downstream after him.
Yes, but you would have to go upstream to get back, and you'd be moving at half speed getting back.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try and catch up to him if I
Okay.
can. I mean, you said I don't see him, so I'm gonna try and search. I'm gonna stay at least 100, 150 yards downstream.
100, 150 yards. Make a perception check.
Let's see, crocodile +6. What is up?
The
with
water
this?
is made of water.
It's murky. All right.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. So,
Can I walk
no, you do.
downstream and see if I see them?
you can, but he's gonna be under the water, so no.
Can I, like, have my hand in the water, reach forward? Just,
I mean, you can, but he is going to be flowing down the river at a faster pace than you can walk.
what if I run down the water? There's nothing saying I can't run on water.
Then I'm making. You're going to be taking a athletics check because you have Tinkerbell on your back, so you don't trip.
No. I thought, no, the rope was tied around Gorthan because he's grappled onto Tinkerbell. So I was dragging both of them.
Why would you not have Tinkerbell piggyback it?
Though then Gorthan would still be attached. I'm very confuzzled.
Okay, I thought you were having Tinkerbell piggyback it. Gorthan's grip let up and the rope broke.
Oh. Okay, well then yeah, we'll just do that and we'll find Gorthan later.
Does that mean Tinker left too?
No, Tinkerbell's on my back.
Tinker's on his back still.
Ah, fuck it. Never mind, we'll find Gorthan eventually. Fuck it.
Okay.
Gotta go to the other side.
Okay,
Alright,
you go to the
well,
other side without an incident.
Need some dead weight gun.
Yeah, we'll find Gorthan eventually. He has a knack for somehow surviving shit.
Oh, he'll survive.
He shall. Okay. So, I imagine Icarus not being able to find Gorthan through the water, you probably go over to Hugh and bring Hugh across.
Yes.
Okay. So you all make it across the river without major incident, I guess.
Yeah, man down.
Man down. No major incident, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's expected.
So, this is a relative. I haven't been rolling a lot of like encounters here. Like normally it's like horde of zombies, horde of zombies, horde of zombies, but no, not tonight. Dice are on your guys' side. I can't
Not
kill
mine. That's 4 critical failures today.
They're no longer called critical fails, they're called critical miscues.
Ah,
you. There
yes.
you go. Yeah. So we get to the other side. Everyone who needs to dries off. Icarus, you drop your shape, become a regular man. So it is getting later in the evening now. You guys have traveled for most a full day. Would you like to camp out next to the river, or would you like to continue?
I'm fine with the river.
Yeah, river's
getting
fine. We
late.
can do some fishing maybe.
I'll cast
Okay.
Goodberry again for everybody.
Okay, so Goodberry is cast. As you sit down, Hugh does his job and lights the fire. He passes out several different or rations to each for the smoked meats that we procured the night before. And Lewis, you said you're going to go fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fish.
Okay, you can go ahead and make a survival check for that.
Tyler, how does that chat look?
I'm not. Let me pull it back up because my phone's on 1%, so I
Oh, okay.
dropped it. Survival check. Okay. So. Oh, you pulled up the chat for Roll20?
No, for Discord. It's right on screen.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Yeah, I like it.
The critical fail.
Yeah, another
Yeah,
critical
no,
fail.
No, I like that too. I enjoy that. Okay. So Lewis, you're able to get, I'd say, 2 days rations of fish. Throughout your pretty successful day for you. So you all settle in for the night. Does anyone want to do anything specifically?
Let's see.
I'm gonna bring my fish back. Probably just go back into meditate.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft, see what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow.
We have not even finished with your previous prediction.
We're still on your last prediction.
Yeah.
Can I try to cast Identify on my ring again?
Oh yes. So you sit down. To cast Identify. So you're just trying to see if there's any, basically like if it's magical or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ring is affected by a magic. Seems to be, only, first off, you do have to attune to it.
Yes. So, yeah, I get to know if it's a magic item, its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges, if it has any.
Okay. So it has 3 charges per day. Casts. Let's see. Let me look this up because. Oh. Smell. Okay, so where's this at? Trying to find this one that I want. Okay, actually, you know what? Roll me 1d20 first.
Okay.
Because I just saw something else I might like, and depending on what you roll, you might get that instead.
Just a regular, nothing special.
1d20. Yep, I need percentile.
13.
Okay. So, it'd be odd. That'd be good. So, it only has one charge a day, actually. And you can, one time a day, the casting time lasts, it takes 10 minutes to cast, and it has a duration of 8 hours. You have to target yourself, and it affects a 5-mile radius. But it lets you cast, control weather, which is a cleric spell.
Nice.
So, you can, so, I'll read this out verbatim really quick. So you can take control of the weather within 5 miles of your duration. You must be outdoors to cast the spell, moving to a place where you do not have a clear path to the sky ends the spell early. When you cast the spell, you change the current weather conditions, which are determined by the DM based on the climate and season. You can change precipitation, temperature, and wind. It takes 1d4 times 10 minutes for the new conditions to take effect. Once they do so, you can change the conditions again. When the spell ends, the weather gradually returns to normal. When you change the weather conditions, find a current condition of the following tables and change its stage by 1 up or down. When changing the wind, you can change the direction only. So, basically, you'll have to look that one up, because if it's unbearable heat, you can't change it to warm. You can only change it to hot. Or if it's Arctic cold, you can't change it to like cool. You can only change it to cold. You can only go like one step at a time, basically.
And you'll be able to change it in my inventory later on.
Yes, I will add it custom to your inventory. Go ahead and write that down, because I might forget the spell specifically, but write that down and remind me later.
Yeah, I wrote down the gist of it anyway.
Okay, cool.
Is there a specific name for the ring? Or what type of ring?
I do not have one yet.
Okay, that's fine. That is fine.
So I have what it does.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, so Icarus's weather check spell is useless now. I can just change it to whatever I want.
Okay.
Anyway, no comment from anyone.
For the fact that the change is not permanent,
Huh?
this spell can be very helpful still. I said for the fact that the change is not permanent, it's only a temporary change that lasts for 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah, that's still really good though.
Well, that's most of the day.
Yeah. It's
So-
definitely through a full fight. I
Can
could
be
change
used
it
to
to.
create storm clouds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably make it.
Second?
He was asking if I could create like storm clouds and stuff, like make it bad weather. That's what I was about to ask.
No. So basically, if it's clear, the only thing you can go from clear to light clouds, but you can't go from clear to rain, hail, or snow.
Can you cast fog?
You have to do. If it is either light clouds or raining, hail, and snow, you can turn it into overcast or ground fog.
Okay, so there's got to be some kind of weather effect, and I can just increase it or decrease it.
Correct. Yeah, if you look up the spell, if you go to D&D Beyond, look up, go to the spells, view all, and then type in control weather. It will tell you, it'll give you the different tables and whatnot. So,
Oh damn, that's a high level spell.
it is.
Jeez,
You
yeah.
get it. You get it once a day. So, but only if you have the item tuned. Okay, so continuing onward. God, I'm getting tired. So this is going to be the last rest before I call the stream because I am tired, and then we will pick back up next week. So who would like to take first watch?
I'll take first watch. Why not?
Okay, roll perception. Okay. What's everybody's passive perception besides Tim?
13, I believe.
13, and then Lewis was also 13. Okay. Okay. So, Tim, you are standing there on watch, and there's nothing. The rest of you, you are startled awoke by some rustling in the bushes.
Can I roll for
Icarus bark
perception
being-
now that I'm woken up?
Well, you already know there's something in the bushes now. 'cause
Well,
you
yeah, I
have
want to
passive
look
perception.
to see if you can see
Knows
anything.
what's in the bushes.
I mean, I guess I
mean-
can't if it's just in the bushes, but... Although I could see
I
that
mean,
one
you
guy
can-
through the
you can
bushes.
try.
When I get woke up, I'm just irritated, and I immediately start assuming it's the old man again.
Well, don't rush at it like last time, 'cause that didn't work.
Yeah, I'm not,
You can really look up to it.
but I
Can
am
I-
agitated that he woke me up.
Can I roll perception again, see if I can see the old man again?
Go ahead and roll perception. Not bad. You can see a cloaked figure in the bush. It's really heavy foliage, so really can't tell.
Alright. I yell out,
And
state your name.
at this point, Tim, you've now heard Dan yell that out. You had noticed nothing beforehand. Now you can see that Dan and Icarus and Lewis are all awake.
My name is Kun Thor.
My name is Tim.
Laurel, Icarus, and Kundmath are all awake. Looking in a
Speaking
vague
our
direction. Dan yells out, what did you yell out?
State your name.
And you hear from the bushes, name? What name?
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, are we ready to kill this thing?
We can try.
Alright, I'm going to cast...
I spit acid into the bush.
No, don't attack him.
Why not? Why don't attack him?
You don't know
Tim's
what kind of
gonna-
magic he has. He's constantly disappearing out of nowhere and disappearing. You don't think he's got some much more powerful magic if we attack?
He's already
Tim's
stolen our
kinda
items
just
once.
freeze flame with his mouth
We don't
open.
really have any other option at this point.
Has he hurt us yet? Has he done any physical harm to us?
Yeah, he stole my shit.
Well,
How do you get it
technically, he
back?
put the tablet on top of our items. So that
Yeah,
if we
to tell
wanted
us
our
to not
items,
take anything.
so that if we wanted our items, bad things would happen to us.
Maybe he's just trying to test us. Maybe this is all just a test to see if we are worthy enough for him not to
Maybe
anyone
he's just a
He said he
spirit
was
that-
from, wasn't he from Pandemonium?
That's what Tinkerbell said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's clearly not a good person.
Not necessarily.
We haven't done anything. He hasn't done anything to
Wait a minute.
warrant us to attack.
If he's from Pandemonium, doesn't that mean he's of Satan?
No. I mean, he could, but just because you're from there doesn't mean you do. I mean, if you sell your soul to a devil and get trapped in hell, do you serve the devil?
I mean, I don't know. Can I ask him if he's of Satan?
I mean, no one's stopping you.
It's the
asked
outer plane where chaotic evil and chaotic neutral. So I mean, it could be neutral.
Hey, my kind of deal. I ask him if he's of Satan.
We'll ask him.
Do you serve Satan?
Who? Satan? Who is that?
I yell out, who do you serve?
Okay, well.
Surf? You need surf?
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna walk up to him.
Last time
What
we
can I
walked
do to
up
help?
to him, he stole all our items.
I don't
do
care.
an insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for that as well.
Alright, everybody who wants to roll insight, roll insight. 17, 16.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and ask him if there's anything I can do to help him.
I haven't rolled above a 10 yet tonight.
God, Carrie.
Okay, so, Tim and Dan, with your guys' high insight check, he looks incredibly confused. He looks like he's looking for something specifically.
Can I help you with anything?
Help! Who? Where are we?
We're in a jungle.
What are you talking about, jungle? There's sand everywhere.
I go up and ask him what his surroundings are.
Where we are is jungle. Where you see is sand. You are not where we are standing.
What surrounds you?
Sand.
Sand! Lots of sand!
Any structures at all?
No!
Can I touch him? Can I put my hand out for him?
You go to reach your hand out, and he steps back.
I mean you no harm. Let me help you.
No!
I
Alright.
begin casting detect magic on him.
Jeez. You're casting detect magic, and what does it do specifically? Does it just tell you what type of magic?
Yeah.
Or-
It tells me the school. And if I
Oh,
sense any auras of magic coming from him or any items.
So as of auras, everything about him is has a very extreme magical vibe.
State the obvious, great.
Well, I mean, what type of aura of magic?
It reveals
For-
every item he has and tells me what each item or object, each creature and object in the school.
Okay, so I don't have all of his inventory,
That's fine.
unfortunately. As soon as I get it, I will give you a copy. But the school of magic, or whatever you want to call it, is necromancy.
Ew.
Mm.
I really don't like this guy now.
We need to attack
I
now.
tell the group I'm getting a strong sense of necromantic magic from this guy.
Let me look at my spells real quick.
I give Carrie. Are you sir? Who am I? Is anybody behind him? I'm in front of him. Or are we all kind of in the sight of him?
I
can
think
sneak,
you're all
I,
kind of in front of him, right?
I can sneak behind him, or at least attempt to.
Roll stealth. Okay. Where are you going? Stay in front of me.
I'm gonna roll for stealth too. See if I can't sneak up. In fact, Tim, try to roll for deception. See if you can distract him,
Yeah, gotcha.
and then I'll roll for stealth.
I
Nope.
don't think I'm distracted him.
What are you doing?
I'm,
Will you stay there? Stop going behind me.
Well,
So he can still see me too.
Yeah, without trying.
Well, that's great.
At this point,
What is
he's not going
Tinkerbell's
to tell us
stealth?
what he
Hold on.
wants. He's just going to steal our items, so we might as well try to defeat him.
Alright, so Tinkerbell's stealth is the same as mine, so I'm just gonna do another stealth check.
I got a 19 and it wasn't good enough, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, not. Tinkerbell's not making it either.
Are you guys ready?
Can I offer him my potion that I carry in my bag of holding to see if he wants it?
No one's stopping you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, would you like this potion? It gives you great strength.
What? What is that?
I will set it down in front of him and back away a little.
Why would you give him that potion?
Wait,
see-
you mean you've had potions this entire time?
I have a potion.
One that gives him great strength, so we're just going to make this magical being even stronger.
If he's a magical being, strength means nothing to him.
So
You see his eyes kind of squint. Still a very pale, milky white. His hand waves, and no, I don't think it will.
Okay, I have an idea. Hold on, everybody huddle up real quick.
I
Hold on.
yell out, "What is your purpose here?
Purpose? I'm searching for something.
What are you searching for?
He doesn't know.
A thing?
Why
Are you looking for
searching?
the tablet?
Why are you searching?
I'm searching to get home.
Where is home?
I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it.
I think home is death.
Come with us. Let us help you find it.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
You have presents?
Sure. What presents would you like?
I don't know. Presents?
Can I, let's see.
Okay. I have an idea.
I'm gonna cast, Minor Illusion. And I will create, I don't know, some bedazzling object, like,
I have a helmet you can have. It's magical helmet.
I'm gonna create like a glittering gem.
Glittering gem. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll hold it out with something like this. Would something like this be what you're looking for?
He kind of steps forward a little bit. He's looking a little slowly more trustworthy of you. He squints his eyes, looking at your hand. There's nothing there. Then he kind of looks at you and backs up a little bit.
Well,
I imagine
all right.
there's a sparkling gem in my hand, and I hold it out to him.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
I imagine I have a sparkling
Okay.
rhinestone.
I can hold out a magical helmet that we took off of the suit of armor that kept rebuilding itself.
Oh, actually, can I have that?
Yeah, you
I
still
I
have
hold it
that.
out to the strange man.
He kind of leans forward. I have no use for a helmet.
What have you used for?
Tim has use for a helmet if you don't mind.
I'm going to assume nothing we have since he gave it all back, unless it's something we were currently.
It's gold.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
What about this sparkling rhinestone in my hand?
You don't have a sparkling rhinestone.
Shut up, elf.
He
Unless you
Tim
guys
holds
are
out his hand, but it's closed. He says, "You have to come up closer. Look at my hand."
There's
Yeah,
a
he doesn't
sparkling
trust us.
rhinestone, if you'd like it. In my hand.
He kind of looks at Tim's hand. Open your hand.
I slowly open my hand, and I imagine there's a rhinestone in it.
There's nothing there.
Okay, well, please not in the land of make-believe. I tried.
Should you show him the bag of devouring?
Oh yeah, no, let's give him that. You know, he's already stolen everything else. Let's give him something he can instantly kill. Yeah, that's
You gave him the fucking.
I mean, technically, we didn't give him the tablet.
Are you hungry? Would you like some rations, some food?
I have no use for food.
Hey, Elf, can I have that helmet?
I put the helmet back in my bag.
Okay, I would give you 2 daggers for it.
Do you see anything
I have 2
we
daggers.
have that
Yeah, but you could
are
have
interested in?
4 daggers.
Not really. I don't know what I'm looking for, unfortunately.
How about Elf, how about this? I'll
Are you
give
looking for gold?
a cool-looking rock?
Gold. I have no use for gold.
Can we
You
have
need a
our own
backpack to
bag?
help carry your supplies?
Supplies. I don't have much supplies.
I also picked up my potion back since you didn't want it. Just so I don't lose that stupid thing.
Would you like a soul?
What?
A soul?
You don't have a soul.
I'm like 95% sure I do, but I'm not giving you mine.
Would you like a long bow?
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
Really, time out. Hold on, Mr. Old Man. Here, Icarus, come here. Come here. So, looking at the 2 of us, does Icarus have a soul?
Alright, I'm gonna cast True Strike on this man.
Hold on.
No, I cast it.
Hold on. No, hold on.
He's already
Gives me-
What
cast.
is true?
Gives me insight into the target's defenses. And I get advantage on my first attack roll against the target.
Oh, okay. You're not actually hitting him. Never mind then. Anyway, Mr.
So
Old Man.
basically, you know his AC and then what he's immune to or resistant to.
Yeah.
AC of 25, resistant to all attacks.
Okay.
Good thing we didn't attack him.
Hey, Mr. Old Man, listen.
He's just gonna steal our things again. I'd rather scare him off than have him.
Does
You won't
Icarus
scare.
have a soul?
Who is it, Chris?
The druid sitting next to me right here. I put my arms around Icarus and pet him. Does he have a soul?
There's no one.
What? No,
And you look to your right, and Icarus is now on the other side of the group.
okay.
Icarus, you didn't notice anything. To you, nothing changed.
Huh.
Tiefling.
Yes.
Did he move, or am I insane?
You need some water?
Are you
You
going
must be
insane?
Okay, well, okay, Mr. Old Man. I point.
He leans forward before Tim starts talking. Insane's a good place to be.
Right, Mr. Old Man. I point at Icarus this time. Does that one have a soul?
Oh, that one over there, the druid. Yeah, he has a soul.
And I point back to myself. Do I have a soul?
He kind of like leans to the right a little bit, almost like he's trying to look at your ass for some reason. No.
Do you know what a soul is?
Well, maybe.
Okay, what do you think a soul is?
I don't know.
Do you know where the Dragonborn soul is?
I'm not sure. They're a complicated race, you know.
Okay, I don't think he knows what a soul is.
Are you human?
Human. What's that?
Okay.
Look, is there anything we can do for you?
Presents?
Mm.
We haven't any presents that you'd like to accept.
Oh. Alright.
We had a tablet, but you took that.
A what?
Oh, a tablet, made of gold, makes giant fiery hands come out of the ground.
I have no use for gold.
While they're talking, I'm going to head off and just kind of scout around all of us about a few hundred yards away from camp to make sure no one's sneaking up on us.
Okay. Well,
I don't trust this.
Okay.
how about a sacrifice? Do you want to sacrifice?
A sacrifice? What's that?
No, well, Tinkerbell, come here.
Tinkerbell walks up.
Okay. Now, if I sacrifice...
Can I use identify on him?
It identified detects if he's affected by any spell or curse, right?
Let's see. Through casting, you learn what spells, if any, are affecting it. So, like, if he was, and also, like, if he was created by a spell, then I get to know. Like, it's created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Yeah. So yeah, you can cast Identify. He is not affected by any spell or curse, nor was he created by a spell.
Alrighty.
So sacrifices, I put
Do I still have the items in my bag?
Yes.
Sacrifices, I put Tinkerbell here on his knees. I cut his head off. And then you do whatever you people do when you sacrifice.
Look, is there any reason you've come to us?
Presents?
Okay.
Hey, Icarus, can you cast, like, your bound spell to bind him?
He's immune to everything.
To attacks. It's not an attack.
He's resistant.
Resistant, not immune.
Wait, he's resistant to
I
every
don't think
all attacks?
He is
But not
resistant to...
immune?
He is not immune, no. He is resistant. I might have misspoke earlier.
Okay. So I could have attacked him. Lewis.
Well, he's got an AC of 25. You're not going to hit him.
Can I use my proficiency in knowledge of religion to try and discern anything from?
You can make a... One second here.
Tinkerbell, go give him a hug.
Or knowledge of nature?
One second here. I'm pulling up the... What I want to...
Listen, Tinkerbell,
So-
to give them a hug.
I can... You can make a history check. Because you know two things based on Tinker saying he's from the land of Pandemonium and the sand he is creating being from Tim's homeland.
7 again. I've rolled 7s and 1s.
Tim does not know shit about his home, apparently. What is Tinker's history? +5. Okay, I'm gonna let Tinker roll a history check real quick.
Well,
apparently Tinker didn't know shit either.
yeah, Tinker, he doesn't... He knows he's from Pandemonium.
And
You
I
can
know
tell
he's-
that much.
I know the sandy scene is my homeland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I am
Hold
walking
on.
away at this point. Maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow when we see him.
Old man, what year is it?
What's a year?
Do you even know what year it is?
He does not.
I mean, I know it's after the Great Dragon Wars.
You mean after your race died out from inbreeding? Slowly withered away.
No, after I killed the tyrant lord and tried to bring stability to the region, and most of my people killed each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Through inbreeding.
Not through inbreeding.
They decided to kill each other in the most horrendous way possible.
Okay. Think about giving the man a hug.
Tinkerbell goes in for the hug. As he would go to grasp around what would have been the man, gone.
Alright, well. That worked out well.
Alrighty. So, I believe that was the first watch.
Yep. Hey, Elf, I'll give you a cool looking rock for that helmet.
The elf's nowhere near you. The elf is out scouring.
I'll wait for the elf to get back and I'll ask him if he wants a cool looking rock for a helmet.
So Lewis out on watch around the camp. You don't see anything.
Okay, we'll head back then.
So according to the player's handbook,
I highly doubt that's what the player's handbook said.
Well, that is lore.
Where the hell do I find that?
I believe Icarus Bark has shared all of us the player's handbook, so you can look it up yourself. I don't know how to access it, but I know it's shared amongst the party.
Hold on. I found it.
Okay, anyways, we're moving on. So second watch.
Tim's trying to open that box he has in his inventory that he completely forgot about till now.
Okay. You go to get the box out of your inventory, it is not there.
I thought you said we got everything back.
You did.
What
God
is
damn
not
it.
there?
His locked box.
That I've been told not to try and look into until tonight because he didn't know what the fuck was in it, and now it's gone, so that makes me believe he still didn't know what the fuck was in it.
Nope, I had everything that's in it. I know exactly what's in your box. That sounded wrong. I know what's in the box that your character owns that is locked.
Okay.
I'm reading the
Okay.
handbook now.
Anyways, so second watch, Tim looks for his locked box, realizes it's gone. What's everybody else doing? Going back to sleep?
Yeah.
Who's taking watch?
Yeah, go back to navigation.
Yeah, that is.
Well, what happened to this guy? Did he just leave?
Yeah, they tried to
Yeah,
touch
he
him.
poofed away.
Alrighty then. Who's taking first watch?
This would be second watch. Tim took
Second
first watch.
Alright, I'll take second watch.
Okay. Roll perception.
Alrighty. Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah, you don't notice anything. Second watch goes by without any noticeable issues. And third and final watch. Who's taking it? Who are we waking up?
I'll take it.
Okay, so Icarus Spark, you take your the third and final watch. Go ahead and roll me perception. God damn.
I know. It hates me today.
Jesus Christ, Gary. You're like the smartest one ever. Maybe that's retarded.
I have angered the dice gods.
Okay, so roll 1d20. 6. Oh my god, I rolled a 6. Okay. Cool. So, it's, you can hear it very faintly. To your west, you hear, like, and when I say very faintly, I'm talking like This is probably something that's happening 1 to 2 miles away. It's just extremely loud. But you hear faint screams, several different chants, some very minor explosions. It goes on for 30 to 40 minutes. Go ahead and make me another history check.
Hey,
There you go. There's a good check. With your knowledge of what has been going on in this area, you can very easily tell that there is a frost giant is a group of frost giants are raiding either a camp or a small village, roughly 1 to 2 miles away. The explosions seem to be pretty high tech for frost giants, but nonetheless, you recognize the screams, and you kneel down and say a prayer for the ones who have lost their lives tonight. So,
how early in the morning is it now?
that was happening around 4 a.m. You guys are, you guys did the rest early, so I'll say you're waking up around 6. Everyone's getting ready, cooking breakfast, and getting ready to head out between 6 and 7. Any final things to wrap up before we call it a night?
And once everybody wakes up, I'll tell them about what I heard.
I
Okay.
guess we'll wake up there in the start of the next session.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, whatever works.
Figure it's
Chris,
an
you might
easier
want to.
start to a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to take down a note on that.
Everybody
Alrighty.
sleep.
Well, even though it was a rough start, it was a fun night. Not a lot of fighting in tonight's session, but not all sessions can be blood and gore.
Right.
Why not?
Because we have to have background and introduce weird characters that just kind of confuse everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it went well. I think that overall, yeah, we didn't have like our regular. I mean, it wasn't like how previous ones have gone, but overall, I think it was still. I enjoyed it. I think it was still entertaining. They
Yeah, no.
freaking
I'm intrigued to see what's going on with this old man.
yeah. I don't know what the heck. He's mentally ill.
Mentally ill. Fucking.
So I can't remember. I think I've already told somebody specifically. Does any one of you remember which one of you are told that knows about the Plane of Pandemonium?
Jeez.
Knowing our luck, he fucking told Hal.
Yeah. You might have told me,
I don't
but
think I told no.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, we will cover
So
that.
I think I would
Oh.
know, right? My character.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Well,
from
the plane of Pandemonium is not within the Nine Hells. It is a different material plane.
Yeah, it's got neutrals and they're not just. It's kind of an outskirt, isn't it?
Yes, it's one of the barriers. Before the Nine Hells. Not many creatures go there. The creatures that do go there, the realm itself will slowly, and it's not a spell or a curse. It's just the effect it has on any type of humanoid creature, whether you be elf, man, dragonborn, anything. It slowly just shatters your mind and drives you insane.
So that's
There
what's-
is
that guy's
You're-
problem is.
Yeah. Whenever you get into the plane, you are instantly thrust into a constant sandstorm. You cannot see at all. The only way you can travel through this plane is basically you have to cast a tracking spell that can pull you in a direction of where you need to go. And even then, you risk walking straight off of a cliff because you cannot see to your feet. And it's not because it's dark; it's just because of the thick sandstorm that is just constant.
So this guy's like phasing through planes as he's
Mhm.
going through a sandstorm. Also,
Basically,
when we wake up, I guess we'll check his sand spot again that he probably left.
hmm
Alrighty,
So-
is that everything for tonight?
I think that is everything.
Hey,
If
I'll
the
keep
stream's
my
still up,
phone
I would
looking
like
out
to.
for that helmet.
Stream is still up.
Okay, I would like to thank everyone that followed tonight. Hopefully, next week we'll be back on the regular schedule and we can see my beautiful dungeon master face.
Well, we won't be waiting on somebody to get the stream up and running. So,
Right.
We will leave somebody behind.
Uh-huh.
is it Monday next week?
As long as everyone can make the Monday 6 o'clock time. Does that work for
Yeah,
everybody?
when do you get off, Lewis?
Hold on.
Depends on how the question I asked tomorrow.
Next Monday, yes. Next Monday, I get up at 6 a.m. Or not 6 a.m. 2:30 p.m.
2:30. Okay.
2:30.
So we could go even earlier.
Oh, for fuck's
Uh,
sake, that is terrible.
That would
Oh
be
my
great
god.
for me because I work at 9 p.m. So we could probably start around 5 if possible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be the earliest I could.
Oh, that's a terrible schedule.
Actually, I could
What's your schedule?
Tuesday.
Alright, I'm gonna close down the stream now. And so thanks everybody for tuning in. And we will see you in 6 days.
That is my newest schedule. It just came out.